Good? Damn. I mean, I could take my Wi-Fi off. Yeah, perfect. We have technical difficulties. You haven't started yet, right there. I was gonna play your walkout song too, but that works. If you want a beer, we can drink a beer at Fred's. That's Dos Equis. You want Dos Equis? No. Get him. Go get him. Go get him one. Can you grab him? Yeah, we just gotta get that. We'll get it working. It's pretty sick, right? I don't care if nobody else shows up. This is great. Who cares? We just gotta get the stream working. We're trying to hardwire the stream, like the internet, so it should work.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
Can
you hear me? The stream's working?
Yeah.
Let's go. You ready?
Yeah, you're on.
I'm on. We're on. I'm on.
Let's live?
We're live? Are we live? We're live. We're live. Welcome back to Mik'd Up. It's Friday, February 18th, and we are at Fred's Bar in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Big day. First live show on the road from Mik'd Up. We got LSU baseball. We got Jay Mitch. We got Renato. We got Stewie trying to open up a Dos Equis right now as we go. Jackie Boy. We got Lloyd as a producer. Little makeshift desk. I love it. I love it. We got a big, huge show. I want to give a shout out to Sterling Automotive being an unbelievable sponsor, and big shout out to Fred's. We've had some many of nights here in Fred's Bar, and some stories can be talked about, some stories cannot be talked about, but you're gonna hear all about it. I want to give a shout out to Heineken and Dos Equis, same company, be sponsors, and a huge shout out to Dozy Place. Couldn't be here without him. Couldn't be here with my team. I got some people in the stands. I got some family in the stands. I got some friends in the stands. I love it. Some loyal supporters in the stands too. I appreciate that. Let's get to it though. Huge show. We're going to talk about LSU baseball majority of the time. Obviously, it's opening weekend of college baseball. Before we can get to that, we have a little bit of college football news, a little bit of NBA news, a little bit of MLB news. And a little bit of college basketball news. Bracketology's heating up. LSU's coming in as a 6th seed. Sleeper's coming, bro. We got 3 big games coming up. Kentucky, Arkansas, Alabama. You win 2 of those 3 games, you probably end up as a top 5 seed, I would assume, right? Wouldn't y'all think?
I like us as a 5 seed.
NBA, I love us as a 5 seed. 12-5's tough. 12-5's tough. 12-5's tough.
Overhyped too. Like let the boys let them work for it.
12-5 is a tough position, but I like it.
Everyone's the odds, like 12-5.
No, I know. I don't think there hasn't been as many 12-5 upsets in the last, like...
15-2, that's the one.
Yeah, that was
that's
tough.
a new,
too.
yeah, that's a new
15-2, that's a new upset?
There's one every year, 15-2.
Every year?
I don't remember.
Not every year.
Almost every year.
Yeah.
No, when was it?
The last few years.
The last few, okay, there you go. There's a correction, the last few years, not every year.
Part of the trend, so we might as well just keep it, stay away from that 2 spot.
The 16-1 is an upset too now, apparently. That's happened.
LSU like 6 seed or 7 seed.
No. I'd like to try to get to like that 4 seed. I don't want to play a top seed in the second round. No shot, right? MLB had the meeting Saturday, or not Saturday.
Oh, there's an update today too.
Yeah, there's an update. The meeting didn't go very well. Apparently the meeting lasted for 15 minutes. Luis Guillermo, remember Luis Guillermo? He's the guy that caught the bat in the dugout in spring training. He came out with a tweet and he said, "I've had at bats that lasted longer than this meeting." So not good. But then they come out and say that they're going to have a meeting every day this week. So 2 months into this lockout, they decide, now it's time to start meeting every day. That doesn't really make much sense to me, but
Progress at least, maybe. Maybe it's a good thing.
But yeah, but what 2 weeks?
Hours, is that what they call that? That's
Yeah, but why wait 2 months to get to that point?
It was a bad PR, I think.
Well, the first week of spring training games are already out. They've already missed those. Like
they were supposed to already start?
Well,
Yeah, pitchers and catchers.
pitchers and catchers are supposed to be there. They said that the deadline to not miss regular season games is like, I don't know, February or March 3rd or something.
Like the deadline to still have spring training?
No, to still have the season start on time.
Oof. Yeah, but with the spring training though is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, with the spring training. But now they've already moved the first week of spring training games back.
So basically,
So
they
they're
cut
out.
out about 6 to like
There's like-
8, 9 games of
They met
of spring training.
the last meeting they met. They had the MLB had an 85. Like, so what they're trying to decide is how much money are they going to allot to the Super 2 players, right? Whoa, I hear myself. I like that. How much money are they going to allot to the Super 2 guys, and how much money are they going to allot to the arbitration? Like that, like a pool of money. It's kind of like the in-between negotiating tactic. The last meeting, we offered $85 million because the owners said that it was the last money was too high, right? Well, then the meeting after that, the owners came back and only went up increments of $2 million or $3 million, like very small percentage of the money that we wanted. So we go back and say, hey, you know what? We're going to go up to $100 million. Fuck the $85 million. We're going to 100. So now instead of going backwards, we're going back the other way. So it's kind of a shit show, but they'll figure it out. I think it'll happen. I think the expectation is that the season kind of starts.
But they did that because they
within a month.
wanted to cut out instead of the 2-year arbitration, they just said, you know what, keep it at 3-year arbitration.
Yeah, but so what they said keep the 3-year arbitration,
And give it a
but
bigger,
instead of a
bigger
20,
Super 2 pool.
yeah, and instead of a 22% of the players getting to Super 2, which means you have 4 years of arbitration, they said let's have 80% of players in Super 2, so 80% of players have 4 years of arbitration, and have a bigger pool of money for the other players before they get to the 2 years. Yeah, so like basically saying, hey, like you should be able to make more money, you know, instead of, you know, and that's if they don't go to Super 2. Okay, we don't agree to Super 2. Okay, well then we need a $100 million pool of $100 million so that these guys that don't get to arbitration have the ability to make this much money. But obviously the owners don't want to do that. So I don't know. Outside of that, there's really not. No, it's kind of weird because I'm here. I'm not usually here at this time. Usually in spring training. It's kind of weird, but whatever.
Is this your first opening day since?
First opening day since second, because when I first signed, we got to go. I got to throw out the first pitch. Coach Benari's coming later on today. He's throwing out the first pitch today, which is awesome.
How was your first pitch?
It was great. I lobbed it. It probably was like 50 miles an hour, but I mean, if you go look at my attire that I was dressed at now
impressive.
compared to now, it was brutal.
Wow, what'd you wear?
I had the big oversized like polo button down rolled up with cowboy boots.
Oh, wow.
I was a
wow.
cowboy boot guy. I didn't know how to
Big
dress.
cowboy
but I
boot
wore 'em.
guy.
You know Blake Money, he's walking in with cowboy boots and cowboy hat.
I love that.
Tonight.
He's starting. I don't know. I didn't even know he was a starter.
Where's he wasn't last year.
Oh, I'm on.
We're all on.
You're live.
We're all loud. So just a
that wouldn't
disclaimer
be
for everybody listening that's not here live. Everybody listening, you're gonna hear the sights. You're gonna see the sights and hear the sounds of Fred's Bar. You can hear I'm sure the train's gonna come by here soon.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have that. We're gonna talk about it. We're drinking Dos Equis on stage. Which is good. So we're in Fred's.
You're watching a giraffe walk.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we've taken the show on the road. We got a little hiccup. We started, 10 minutes late?
Hey, yeah. I mean,
No, we're
who
fashionably
keeps really
late.
time of these?
Is
things?
Lloyd
Nobody wants to
producing
show
or
up
is he
on time.
teasing over there? Like, which one are you doing right now?
Nobody wants to show up on time. But to finish off the intro, we're going to go a little college football. Jim Harbaugh got paid $7 million a year. I say he got paid $7 million. Like, he's probably down the list of, I don't even know. He's probably, not even the top 10 of
I
highest
think
paid.
he just cracked the top 10.
Just cracked the top 10 of college football. And college football playoff is not, the college football playoff is going to stay at 4 teams until 2025. So that kind of starts it. NBA All-Star Weekend is probably the big, outside of college baseball, NBA All-Star Weekend is probably the biggest draw of really the sports weekend. There's really not, sports betting kind of stinks right now because NBA is not playing. I know that's your bugaboo, that's your thing.
I'm in a dark place.
You love betting. You love what's your go-to bet? What's your best now? What do you like to do?
What I like.
NBA. You like to win. I know.
NBA,
Obviously.
yeah.
I like to win money.
You like to win.
I like to win, but I haven't been winning lately. I started off really hot.
Yeah,
Like,
hot.
you know.
That's how they get you.
Yeah,
They know.
I feel like I was like what they were going for with like the apps and everything. I played all the promos. I got my account up super high.
Super boost.
Yeah, it is. No, it's not good.
Not good.
I haven't won a lot, but I like to bet over/under. I like to bet the NBA. I like doing live betting too.
Love live betting.
I love watching NBA games and trying to just like jump in there and decide. But
Do you bet quarters?
yeah, a little action, huh?
Do you bet like live quarters?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Well, that's where
quarters.
they get you. That's where they get you.
I
They're
do.
dangerous.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you have
And I'm
on?
so analytical. I think I'm right. I'm like, dude, look at the stats. This is gonna work. And then
they're
I'm
hot
watching
right
it.
now.
No, what do you have on the weekend? What do you have on this weekend?
Is it All-Star weekend though?
That's
Yeah.
also
Yeah. Are you saying what bets?
What do you,
that
like? What do you have?
I haven't taken any bets.
So I
on
took. So this is what we're gonna get to. So I have the best, right? I took the over on the All-Star game, obviously.
Yeah. What is the over? That's
What,
what
yeah,
I'm-
what was it?
That's,
What
the,
is
that's
the
my
over?
next question. What do you think?
300.
321 and
Oh
a half.
my God.
What?
321 and a half.
Are they doing it like the Kobe way again, where you add the score and then you play to a certain score, then you add it again? Did y'all know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
I
know
think
how
they
that
are, though.
works.
I think so.
I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest. I want the
check you
tradition.
on that,
I want 4 quarters.
Well, it makes every
2
quarter
years.
gambleable.
What?
Right? I guess.
You can
yeah,
gamble
yeah.
on every
Do you
quarter.
think? Do you think that the NBA All-Star game is the best All-Star game in all sports?
I do.
Or All-Star Weekend? I think it
I
is.
do. Yeah, I do.
I think it's the most entertaining.
I don't know. Home run derby is one of my favorite things. Like still. To
I don't know,
this day.
baseball
I do
It's
love
kinda
the
close.
three-point
You kinda-
contest, though.
I mean, the
the
baseball
dunk contest
contest,
has
though-
kind of gone down.
I agree. I mean, at some point, like there's only so many dunks that you know that you can reinvent and do different things of, and now the
Yeah, but then
antics
you go
of,
look
like,
at all these guys that the professional dunkers.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You're right.
And they're
yeah,
like,
you're right.
why can't these guys in the NBA figure out
yeah.
some of those cool-ass dunks?
Maybe they
You know
don't have
what I
as
mean?
much time, and I don't know. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Yeah.
But you have to
Questions
train
are-
for the dunk contest.
Huh?
They put in 2 weeks of training for the dunk contest, practicing their dunks, getting creative and stuff like that. I mean, there's a process to it.
What do you think? When you think of dunk contest, I have the thought in my head. What do you think of when you think dunk contest?
For me, I think Vince Carter. And
Elbow
then-
in the rim.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I think. That's what he thinks. What do you think?
No, I think through the
Vince,
legs.
but
Oh, you think
I
through the legs?
the
I think
reverse-
when he hung in the rim with his elbow.
I
But
think through the legs for Vince.
For
too.
me, it was the reverse not 360 windmill.
the first one to
With
do
the
that.
360,
It's over.
That's definitely it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
my eyes went like, I didn't know what happened. I
I
was
didn't
like,
even think humans could.
Well, what happened? What happened was.
there's a trampoline on the floor.
See, he's a little younger than us. So his.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Nate Robinson versus Dwight Howard. That was the best one
I
ever.
do remember.
Yeah, 5'9", going against Dwight Howard.
I will say this though, the Zach LaVine year was.
I was just going to say
That was
that.
good. That was probably the.
They were
That was probably
floating.
the best dunk contest that I remember,
Yeah.
but the one that I remember is Vince Carter,
Yeah.
his dunk contest. And then the three-point contest this weekend, I have Luke Kennard winning it.
Who's all in it?
Are you on
Trey
it?
Young's
Yeah,
in
You
it.
love that
Who's
pick?
all in it?
Trey Young's in
I
it.
was gonna make that play.
I
love
like
watching him.
Trey Young
I've
is
been
in
watching
it.
I've been
Is he
betting a
really?
lot on
Is
the
he
Clippers.
really?
That's why.
Because that's
I love Luke Kennard. I think he's gonna win it.
I love his stroke too.
Yeah, I just think
Oh.
Trey Young's that like.
Sounded weird.
What was that?
Yeah, don't call me. I was like, as I said it, I was like, I hope nobody heard that. And then Lloyd just.
Leave
like what?
it
You like
to
what?
Lloyd. He'll
No.
call you out now.
It's
He
not
knows.
me, it's
He knows how it
Trey
works. He
over
knows how it works.
I really like to strike.
I'm gonna forget. We're gonna set that one out. We're gonna pretend.
Never happened. Don't listen to me.
Keep cats in it.
Jack likes Van
Anthony
Vliet.
Towns is in the three-point contest.
Jack likes Fred Van Vliet. That's what he likes to
Fred.
win it.
Wait, Carl Anthony Towns is in the three-point contest.
Yeah.
I
You
did
can hit
not
some
know
threes.
that.
Who else is in it?
Carl Anthony Towns, C.J. McCollum, Desmond Bain, Zach LaVine,
Yeah, who's
Trey
this?
Young, Fred Van
CJ
Fleet.
McCollum, we got Puck in the
Van
guy.
Vliet.
man.
Yeah,
and
with
Luke
Memphis. I know
Who's
that
the
because
other
I bet on him to take some threes.
Second to
every
last
now
one?
and then.
That's live
Patty
bets.
Mills.
Pat, okay.
Do you go Trey Young? I mean, I think we're overthinking it.
Nah. Trey's
No,
definitely not winning.
I think Trey Young.
I would
You
go
don't, you don't
CJ.
go the favorite. The favorite
Nah.
never wins unless
Yeah.
you're Larry
CJ.
Bird who
Bird.
walks in and sweats and
that's not
says,
happening.
I'll see the second place winner," and he beats everybody, doesn't miss a shot. So you don't bet the favorites in three. The favorite never wins in the three-point contest.
Unless you're like Steph Curry.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah,
did
but
Steph
Steph,
win when he
it's
was?
too easy.
Clay won one.
It's too easy for Steph.
The
That's
real
why he's not
question is,
doing
what is James going to be wearing at the All-Star Week?
it. James
Harden.
Harden.
What's?
Yes.
Did you see his
Him and Russ.
outfit?
I mean, which one?
The one where
that's like
the last outfit I
most
saw, he
recent.
was wearing the parka looking thing with the hood with the cutoff and
The
then
Yosemite
just
Sam's?
actual sleeves
The Yosemite Sam jacket?
on it. I wish we
That's
could
what it
pull. I
looked
wish we
like.
could
That's
pull
what
it
it looked
up,
like.
but we can't pull it up. But it was like it was some outrageous.
He looked like Aladdin. He went long sleeves
you
with
saw
a
it.
vest
You
on.
saw it.
Yeah, and then he had to sit in the crowd, and the sleeves were over his hands. He just was kind of, he looked like a spectator, but then you're like, well, you still got the beard. That's James Harden. And then he just kind of, moseyed on into Philly. Like, I don't know what he thinks he's going to do there. He ain't going to get away with much. That's for sure. If he thinks
Definitely
it's
not
going to be easy
hiding.
breezy.
You know who he is in the crowd.
You have Obi Toppin winning the dunk contest.
Yeah, I got Obi Toppin winning it. I'm afraid because you don't want to bet
I have
a
Jalen
big man
Green
in the
winning.
dunk contest because they're not flexible.
Got it
pick
too.
too.
The guy from Houston.
Man, we're
right?
on the same page right now.
Who else is in the dunk contest? Who were the full names?
Stewie.
Obi Toppin, Jalen Green, Juan Toscano Anderson.
Yeah,
and
no,
Cole,
no.
Cole Anthony.
I'm going Jalen Green.
I'm going
Anthony.
Jalen.
How did Cole
That's what
Anthony?
I said. I was like,
Anthony,
man,
too.
Cole
That's-
Anthony's a
I
sleeper too. I said the same
I
thing.
don't know much about Cole Anthony.
That's
dunk.
the Orlando.
I don't know much about
Orlando
him as a
Magic.
same
dunker.
thing.
Yeah, I don't know much about him.
I didn't know he was a
That's
dunker
why,
like
yeah.
that.
I said the same thing. I don't know. Some guys like that in the dunk contest, like nobody, like, oh man, I didn't realize that guy could jump. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, whoa.
That's why I feel like we've learned
out a
about Zach
statement.
LaVine. Like we're just
Right.
hearing about his game or seeing his game now develop, but
Right.
we knew him as an athletic jumper.
Yeah,
and-
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't realize he could shoot and do all that stuff.
And
Yeah,
do
yeah,
all-
no
and
doubt.
putting
Now
his
he's
game
in the
together
three-point
now.
contest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
cool
have-
evolution to see. Yeah.
I'm like, this just shows. I literally did some research on NHL games. That shows you how much of
Desperate
a
we are, dude.
degenerate I'm trying to be right now. And I'm looking at the lines. And I'm like, like minus 180s and stuff. Like I can't bet those.
No.
It's too. It's so I went just strictly college basketball and all NBA All-Star game. I went Butler over St. John. I went St. John's minus 7.5 over Butler, and I went Mississippi State over Missouri. Mississippi State's minus 11. I took Mississippi State over Missouri. So those are my bets, and then obviously I have the NBA games, and then our boy here took the Barstool Sportsbook. We had the little Barstool Sportsbook out there. Mincy's supposed to show up here. I don't know if he's going to show up today, but he did. What'd you say?
Big
Teaser.
guy.
Hey,
Tickle me on my
shout out
Tickle
teaser.
me Elmo
wherever-
teaser.
Wherever you are,
He got
if you
you?
tease that game, pump fake, holds it, cashes a three
I saw that.
after the buzzer. If he makes it in regulation, breaks my teaser.
Wait, what game was
He
it?
teased it the other way. He won.
Oh
because of
my
that.
God,
Yeah.
that's
What
pretty
goes
cool.
to
What'd you
that?
bet? Was it the over or?
I mean,
Or the under?
No, I bet LSU and I bet the under. So if he cashes that, and
Right,
it
it
goes
goes-
in.
yeah, it's
it
a-
goes
oh
over
my God.
by 1 point.
I'll
My God,
bet-
what a man of the people.
Some of my stories are like crazy with that. Like I've
Oh,
shared,
it's unbelievable.
I've told
Bad beats are unbelievable.
unbelievable. But and also too with the sports betting apps with the Wi-Fi everything. Last night I bet the under on Joel Embiid. I put my bet in at under that he had 42.5 and he finished and then it dropped down to 41.5 at the
He-
last second and
42.
he finished with 42. I'm like,
That's how they get you.
and then I didn't get my teaser in time last game. It was like, dude, the sports books are frustrating.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Frustrating.
I'm just, it's mind blowing at how like close they are, even with like live betting though. It's not just like the pregame line.
Dude, they're all
How did they figure it out?
You're just like, how?
It's gotta be AI. It's all AI.
The amount
right?
of bad
No doubt.
beats.
They
They-
have
like,
they
they
have,
run
like,
those
the
programs and
the
stuff like that.
algorithms
It's
and
got to
like
be
all that.
algorithms in the StatCast. Like if you look at all the projections, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
computers just doing this math based on these things. And
No doubt.
We need that program.
Our boy, though,
I
I need to hack
how
some
can
of
I get
that,
that
right?
software? Let me get that.
our boy
that.
Lloyd right here though has a futures LSU national championship bet plus 15 hundo.
for baseball,
Oh yeah.
Baseball?
It starts today, boys.
I
Let's go.
I also did the same. Plus 1,800 though.
Oh, you got plus 18.
Whoa.
Plus
What
1,800 on
sports book are you
DraftKings.
DraftKings.
I
Wow.
placed a 250 bet that
Wow.
that made
Yeah.
5,000.
Yeah.
So
No big deal.
we'll be celebrating. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Hopefully by
I'm
the
in
time
it.
we have this whole place is packed.
Yeah.
Doing Friday shows before
I'm in
the
it. That'll
game.
be fun.
That'd be
Hopefully you're
fire.
playing some baseball, but
Like
Yeah,
legit.
that too. Well, y'all can go run the show for me, and I'll be gone.
I'll be happy to host it for you.
I'll zoom in or something now. We'll do,
Yeah, that's
we'll do
what we'll do.
virtual.
Yeah.
We'll do virtual stuff. On a different note though, and this is real. This has probably been a long time coming. Pat Mahomes finally did it.
Jared, you'll love
heard
this.
it.
You'll
I heard
love
about
this. You'll love
this.
this.
I heard about
He
this.
finally did it. He had
That
to
old
sit-
conversation.
He had to sit down with his
Finally.
family. He sat him down, sat his brother, and sat his wife down, and says, "Hey, y'all gotta quit that shit. Y'all gotta cut your shit out, and we gotta be professional here."
The brothers got to go.
Yeah, no,
The brothers gotta go.
He's gotta
So
go.
wait. So wait. Here's a question. Are they actually not at the stadium, or are they still there? I say they're
I
still
think
there.
they're at this. I mean, I saw his wife sitting courtside next to him at the Texas Tech game.
Oh, did you see
Which
that?
also Texas Tech fucked me because they beat
Baylor?
Baylor. I had Baylor money line. They fucked me.
Baylor almost banged me up bad one night too, like bad.
Well, I just assumed I was like Baylor. They're not gonna get.
So that means some live betting was. That means he was hammering something.
What did I say on that one?
It almost banged you bad. But he finally did. It was a necessary conversation. He sat him down and said, "Listen to me. I'm the face of the NFL.
Listen, let's talk.
Let me
Let's talk.
Did you see that
Brittany,
Texas Tech game?
you can't be
Jackson,
yelling
let's
at
talk.
people in the fucking stands and throwing drinks on people from the suites.
No,
And
what's wrong with that?
Whatever what's his brother's name? Jackson.
Jackson.
You can't be dancing on the 50-yard line.
You can't be dancing
No more
on
dancing
Sean
on the
Taylor's
logo.
fucking logo.
None of that shit.
None of
Or you
that.
can't come
It's
anymore.
gotta
You
stop.
cut off.
It's just gotta stop.
That's right.
Did you see them at the Texas Tech game? He was like, "You have to stop being you right now."
Well, I couldn't even tell if he was next to him. I didn't know if that.
He was fighting with his fiance, whatever.
Oh, his wife. They're married, right?
Are they married?
They're married.
Are they married?
They got video.
Yeah,
of it?
they're
Oh, there's
married.
video of
She's
it.
got a big old rock on her finger. That's
I mean, he
married
made
at that
$500
point,
million.
Jay.
I gotta see
Jay
the
Vince?
You got to see the video. He's just like,
500 mil. Speaking of 500 mil, that's how much his contract was.
Yeah.
But speaking of, you saw Juan Soto turn down 350.
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
Good for him.
It's great for him.
Good. I mean, he should have turned down 150. I mean, 350.
It's great. for
13
him.
years is a long time.
They-
too. Like,
put it like this.
And they're only
You
giving him
got- but you got-
27 a year. Only giving him $27 million a year.
You got to think about it this way.
It's a wild
They're not
sentence, right?
offering 350
Only
right now
20
because
only
they're
your
nice.
Juan
Only
Soto.
20 so.
Okay.
They're not. They're
Where
not,
do I sign?
Hey, wait, look. You gotta. They're not offering 350 right now because they're nice. They're offering
If
that
they
because
would've-
that's a bargain for them.
If they would've off-
if the
No doubt.
trajectory keeps going the same way, they
They're
know
not gonna.
that.
They do the same
offered
thing with
him
Bryce Harper.
350?
He's making if he signed that deal, he'd be making 27 million. Like 20. Like it's hard to say. Turning down $350 million is smart, but he's only making $27 million a year. I say only in relative terms of the best players. Juan Soto, when he's a free agent, is gonna be the best outside of Mike Trout. Maybe even you can even put him in the Mike Trout category, the best hitter in all of baseball. He's gonna be 25 as a free agent, 25 years old.
How old is he now?
I think
23.
22, 23.
I don't even think that's possible. Like unless you're in the big leagues at like
19.
17, 18. Well, yeah.
He was at 19. He was at 19. And
Almost,
he's,
well, I'm saying that's almost impossible to do as like an American coming out of college.
That's
Like,
what I
it's-
mean.
Yeah.
You ever see his living room? It's like he has the most just like 20-year-old apartment ever, and then there's the Silver Slugger Award right
He's
next to his bed
unbelievable.
with no mattress and a PS5. And he just got paid $350 million.
this guy's hanging out and he's playing 2K
show right now,
on sitting on his beanbag chair with his Silver Slugger on the back of him.
He's
Just
collecting
sitting on the
dust.
ground as a doorstop probably. He doesn't even care. He's got a World Series ring too.
Yeah.
Was he 21 when he got that?
21, I
I think he was
think.
21 when he won the ring.
Yeah, I think he was 21.
23 now.
I mean, he was no, actually he won I think they won the World Series. He wasn't able to drink. I think
Yeah,
that was
you're
the
right,
big
you're
deal
right.
because
Yeah.
he couldn't have the
Champagne.
champagne and stuff when they did the champagne showers.
Says who?
He's definitely drinking.
Dude.
Legally he could. I mean, he's from
Right.
Latin America. I'm sure he's been drinking from a long time ago.
Who represents him? Scott Boras?
Scott Boras.
How?
So
Scott
I
Boras
mean, Scott
runs
Boras
the
represents
MLB.
all, but he represented him. He represented Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper did the same thing when he was in Washington. They offered him a big deal, but it was way under what the market value is going to be, and he went and got 13-year deal, 350 whatever million from the Phillies. You know, so he knows what he's doing, and he's going to get $500 million.
Yeah.
He's going to get $500 million to play baseball.
Who is the
Think
highest
he'll
paid
buy a
player
new
right now?
apartment?
Trout?
Mike Trout. And Mike Trout got under. He probably
He probably
took
got
a discount.
Not probably. He definitely
Yeah.
got under.
Did he sign 400 million?
for something.
Yeah.
But he could have. I mean, he should have signed for
14 years?
half a billion.
How many years was his?
For life.
I don't know. Yeah, I
Just
mean,
keep playing until you don't want to play
Sign you
anymore.
for life.
to the
Did
end
any
of
of you
his,
play
to the
against
end of his
Trout?
deal.
Huh? You ever play against Trout?
Yeah. I think he definitely got a hit off me, but I got him out, I think, 2 or 3 times.
No, that's a brag.
We were talking about this the other day, though. Being opening weekend at LSU, like I don't think there's an opening weekend. We have a. Oh, she left. I was about to make fun of Katie. She's a Mississippi State fan, but there's not an opening day. There's not an opening day like in college baseball like LSU. I don't. I mean, I'm biased, obviously, but I just don't think that there's anything that compares to this. What are your best opening day memories? We talked a little bit about this on Wednesday, and I think mine for me was like, I would wake up and I wouldn't go to school. Like there would be no class. Like I would just, if I had a 9:30 class, maybe, but like that was it. And I would get home, I would get dressed, and I would drive down Burbank, windows down, music up, and so I could like hear people tailgating and like smell like whatever they're doing. Get to the field super early, and then sit at my locker with nothing to do because I'm the first one in there, right? But like I just wanted to be there, right? Did you have like a routine? Did you do anything special when you during opening day?
I'm trying to think. I was talking to somebody about it the other day, but I know my freshman year, I definitely went to all my classes because I actually had this like, I wasn't even playing. I wasn't active. I was hurt. But I just walked around campus and just like enjoyed, like it was just a different energy that day, you know, like all that.
Right.
And then, I don't know. I don't remember my junior year, I started the game, so I had my whatever pregame routine.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, I was just like happy to be there. We were in the new box, you know, like we were preseason #1,
Yeah.
like all that stuff. So it was really just like getting out to the field and being out there, like you said, smelling the like the stands and all that stuff. It was just like that's what it was for me.
Did you? I forgot what you did. Did you have anything?
No, for me it was just the feeling of it being like the first time in the park where there's buzz, you know, like we're not the only ones there. That
Yeah,
day.
you
Like,
feel it. You can
there's
feel
people
that.
working,
You can feel the
music's
energy, no
on,
doubt.
People are passing. There's barricades out there. You're like, oh, this is real tonight. Like that was fun for me.
How do you not let that get to you? The moment, just you're too juiced up.
No, I kind of like the lights on feeling. I don't think the moment it's just a.
You like the lights on feeling?
Yeah. It's just a fun. It's just a fun thing. I think you either like it or you don't. Like I don't know if you can really.
We were talking about this today, though. The last 2 days, weather's been money, right? Perfect. Like warm, a little humid. You can sweat a little bit. The minute opening day hits, it's fucking freezing. The wind comes in and it's blowing hard in this way. As a right-handed hitter, though, you see the wind blowing, you're like, no way, it's a hitter's day. As a right-handed hitter, all you have to do is get that ball up in the jet stream in right center field, and that thing's gonna take off.
But that stream ain't as big anymore with the stands there. So
True. You have to be a little bit finer.
You got to get to that gap.
You have to be a little bit finer. But you think that you can go in there, it's gonna be weather's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be fun. The only time we had weather that was perfect was my junior year Friday night against Wake Forest, and that was the only time we had like 75-degree weather. It was great. I hit 4 homers that weekend. No big deal.
Oh, no big deal.
No wonder you remember.
You remember the weather? Or
It was the weather.
It was the weather.
It wasn't the weather. It wasn't
We
the
can
weather.
get
Boys
Coach
heat up real early.
When Coach Maneri comes on the stage, we can talk to him about the weather. He'll sit in here for 2 hours and tell us about how the weather matters.
No.
Talk about how
you got to get to way spicier stuff before you can't talk to him about the weather.
Maine's been sitting inside, working out inside for 2 months, waiting for this day. They can't wait to get outside and beat your ass. This is like summer to them. That's what he's telling. That's what he would be telling us right now.
These Northeast boys, they'll walk down the street.
Hey, he'll tell you.
These boys will punch you right in the face.
They didn't even bring
What are you
jackets
talking
or
about? They're
long
gonna punch
sleeves
you in
here.
the face.
I mean, what is this?
Hey, Anthony, you know what I'm talking about? No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm from New Jersey. I've never punched anybody in the face walking down the
Nobody
street.
walks down the street and just punches you in the
Italian
face.
if I haven't heard of one.
Oh, man, but I hope the boys go out there and win tonight and come to Fred's and party.
I hope so.
I hope they do. I don't think they're going to.
What time's the game
I think they're going to win.
Wait, what time's the game tomorrow?
1:30. Yeah,
We'll be here.
that's a tough turnaround.
They're the right team.
That's a tough. Five?
I'll come scout it out.
Five?
Just to make sure they're-
5 beers?
We'll check in on them.
I'm only here just to see if they're here.
But the lineup is,
Strong.
it's about as good as you can get.
Firm.
Did they
Right?
announce it already? Like what the starting lineup is yet?
They haven't come
Or
out.
you're
We've been
saying in
checking.
general?
We're
just-
constantly
I haven't seen
checking.
anything yet.
Names are in the lineup.
There is a line though tonight though for the.
Is there a line?
really?
I think so. Yeah, I saw it. No,
What?
maybe not. Maybe
Where?
DraftKings. I don't.
Go,
Is there a line?
Take a
Let's see.
gander.
Let me
Take a
look.
gander.
Is there an over?
Let me see.
Fill the phone
Are you-
out. Fill the phone
Let me see.
out.
I thought I saw it last night when I played, because last night's when I placed my futures bet.
Might have to tickle it a little bit tonight.
Let me see.
Huh?
So you go.
Don't hold me. Hold,
You
don't
were
hold me
in,
to
you
it.
were in
Anthony-
for,
while
wait,
Anthony
he was
waits.
in for the futures, and then sees the line and doesn't bet it. You got to take LSU first game, and then look at where we are. Perfect weather, LSU baseball,
Oh,
new
it's
head
perfect.
coach.
I wouldn't call
Yeah.
it perfect.
I got
It's
games
opening
here.
Day.
Coach, the game's gonna start to be
Hey,
45
I got
degrees.
NCAA
It don't matter. It's
baseball
opening day. It's always
on
perfect
DraftKings.
weather.
Let's see what the.
While he's looking at the weather, everybody in the stands, there's
Weather.
pizza. Please go eat all of the pizza and
LSU.
drink all of our beer. Please. We got all this pizza and for everybody that's here. So please go eat it. Whatever y'all want.
no LSU game. How do they decide
Whatever
which?
y'all want.
Who did it have?
How do they decide which games to go with?
I think from what I was talking, so Mintz was talking about that they're probably only gonna have lines for SEC games. At least Barstool will, because
Got you.
it's too hard to like create lines
So there's
for
no
all
line
these
tonight?
teams that you don't really know anything about.
So these games on mine on DraftKings don't have they have over unders and money lines.
Oh,
That's it.
what's the over tonight?
So they don't have LSU, but it's weird. They have Oregon, San Diego. They got Cal State, Northridge, and UCLA, Michigan, Texas Tech, UC Irvine, and ULL.
So disrespectful.
Yeah, Wichita State and La Tech.
Hey, La Tech's good though. They're top 50
Really?
in the country.
Wow. San Diego State, TCU, Liberty,
Just
and
saying.
Florida. Come on.
Still.
And Vanderbilt, Oklahoma State.
They all have lines?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Give me
Well,
LSU.
I guess you can't really predict Maine.
I guess, yeah. That's
I mean,
a great
Maine's,
point. They're probably
Maine's
like,
not really.
They don't
I think
even
they
know
were
what
20.
baseball players go
I think they
there.
were 22 and 22 last year.
What?
Which I don't know. You're supposed to play 56 games. I don't know how you get to 22 and 22.
It
but-
was
They're
slow.
from Maine. They probably got
COVID.
snowed out.
yeah, you probably got snowed out
No.
or COVID games or
It was
whatever.
COVID up
Was it
northeast.
COVID?
Yeah,
You
slow
have the
start.
inside scoop though. You have a friend on Maine.
Yeah, well, I have a buddy who played Futures
Oh, not
League
a
up.
friend, a buddy.
Just a buddy. So there's a difference.
What's the difference in buddy
What's the
and
difference between a
guy.
buddy and a friend?
Not your buddy, pal.
He's got a guy.
But he played in the Futures League, so this kid started. He played at UConn, and then he tore his UCL, and then transferred to Maine. But I think he's in the bullpen tonight. The kid who's playing in the same
where
league.
Is he
about
good?
it?
Is he like their
Wear him out.
bullpen, their
I
guy
think he's
out
a
the
bullpen
pen?
guy.
Can I go throw popcorn at him tonight?
You should. Left hand, right.
But I think that's the issue. I just don't think they can predict.
I'm disappointed. I was excited. I thought it was just going to be there because I saw a bunch of games last night, a couple of them. So I was like, oh, I got to have LSU.
Yeah.
Now I'm
But
disappointed.
they don't.
I'm embarrassed.
They'll have it. Look, what 3 weeks? If they have ULL La Tech, they're gonna have to have LSU La Tech on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They go play midweek games, so we'll just be. That's real degenerate stuff to bet. To bet
on
midweek college baseball games. Like, hey, we're just gonna go
Throw
ahead
some
and
money
just
on it.
hammer that. Just gonna go hammer. I'm gonna go $2,000 on the LSU game midweek. Actually, the way it has been, I wouldn't bet midweek games.
No.
I don't know.
We stunk at midweek games.
It's been like that for a while, too.
We stunk. we got beat. We won that championship. We got beat by Nickel State
Yeah.
at home.
Oh,
So
yeah.
y'all feel
You
the same
remember
way
that?
about
Oh, I remember
midweek
that.
games?
He
Y'all
said,
all feel the same way about midweek games?
Coach said,
I
hey,
think
we're
so
going to give everybody a break.
So we're not
Everybody
gonna get into Maneri stories.
everybody
They
gets to
probably
sit.
absolutely reamed for that game.
By the 8th inning, everybody's in the game.
I got
Hey,
reamed for
everybody
that.
get in. Go play. Go get
Do
some
you
runs.
remember how that whole thing happened?
No, remind me.
Oh, bro.
I do remember I had a 13-game hitting streak. You pitched at me in the
you
8th and I
remember
lost
after the
it.
game, we were down the line.
Are you serious?
13
in that game?
That was my first 13 games of the season. 13-game hitting streak. He actually gave me a day off. He said, hey, take the day off today. Midweek game, I'm a freshman. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I get to take this day off. We're losing. He looks at me. He says, hey,
give
go
a
get
shit
loose.
about
You're going to pinch hit in the 8th. Pinch hit, ground ball to the shortstop. I got out. 13-game hitting streak snapped. And we
Should have hit in the
lost.
clutch.
And we lost. Could not hit in the clutch. Didn't do it. Didn't
He
have it.
absolutely reamed me and DJ, like literally in front of everyone after that.
Because y'all are the only two starting.
Because we were the only two starters that he left in the game. And because we lost, it was our fault. Me and DJ are looking at each other
man.
like
I want
laughing.
to ask him when he comes in.
I hope he comes. He told this
I'm
is
going to
it.
stir the pot with him.
He told
He
me
didn't like it. No, he's gonna be like, no, that never happened.
Yeah, that's definitely what he's going to
He told me he was going to be here from 4:30 to 4:45. When's the last time you heard Coach Maneri talk for 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
That ain't
happening.
happening.
Your show's going to
He's
six.
going to end it. Yeah, he's going to close.
Well, he's got to
this
throw
thing
out the first pitch. He'll
gonna
go
miss
over there
the
for
first
the
pitch.
He'll be
Oh, yeah,
he'll be there for the
that's
ceremonies.
That's probably why he gave you a
Right?
time.
He's probably a
Yeah,
little
that's
nervous.
exactly why he gave it time. Yeah.
He's probably just
Oh,
trying to.
no doubt he warms up. Like, he's going to be.
Oh,
Isn't he notorious for throwing BP?
He sent us a text message because he threw me, Jared, Kramer, and Antoine batting practice the other day in the cage. He threw the whole bucket,
An entire bucket.
the entire
got it?
bucket of balls in the cage.
It's beautiful.
And then
Wow.
Great
he
BP.
comes back and texts us the next day. He goes, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I couldn't pick my arm up. He said I had to really ice it and get some stuff because I didn't think I was gonna be able to throw out the first pitch. He's actually nervous, I think.
Yeah, I think he
Oh,
is.
definitely.
I think he's
I
nervous.
100% think he is, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Karen was catching his bullpens at home. Do you get the tight? I asked him. Actually, Antoine asked him, "Did you get the tight bungie?" He said, come on, no, never get the tight bungie.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Kidding me?
Yeah, okay.
Coach,
born
I don't know.
for
He did admit. He said, now that I'm not coaching anymore and I'm playing golf, he said, I used to preach to y'all, forget the last play, like don't let the last play carry over or whatever, last at bat carry over. He goes, it's so fucking hard to stop fucking to forget about my bad shot. You know? I go through the 8th inning, I get a bad shot. He goes, it's so fucking hard to not fucking think about it. I'm like, yeah, coach.
Yeah, coach.
Imagine striking out and you looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? I don't know, coach. I'm trying.
I wasn't trying to strike out. You know
strike
what? That
out.
was my
promise
plan.
you, yeah.
I wasn't trying to get out.
You're right, Coach. You caught me. I was actually trying to strike out.
I was
the
actually
game.
I was actually telling the story the other day. Remember when my first day of practice?
I'll never forget. I don't.
Can you please
Yeah.
tell everybody my first day of practice? This I was a freshman in college.
And I didn't know it was your first day too, because I feel like I would have had a little bit more feel, than to say. But anyway, the pitchers were out.
I've played outfield my whole life.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: never played another position actually, but the outfield.
And I'm from New Jersey, so I didn't know kids from Louisiana. He was a big name coming in, all this stuff. But I thought I was being a nice sophomore, doing all this stuff. Pitchers were done, and I see Coach Maneri working with him on his first step, and I can just see how Coach is wearing him out, but Mikey's getting kind of flustered, but working his ass off, all this shit. And so I just watch him for an hour doing this, and then I just waited till he was done.
I'm dripping sweat.
Dripping wet.
Is this the base running drill?
miserable.
Huh?
I'm
Is this the
miserable.
base running drill?
No. This is
not
outfield.
I'm in right field, and he is right behind me, and ball's going right. and I'm going after it, and then a ball's going left, and I'll take a step. He goes, no, go after that one. So I stop, and I go back. And he's just yelling at me the entire time.
Swimming laps.
Swimming all in my dome.
All in the dome.
All in my dome.
Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, God damn, and I'm like, he's taking this poor infielder and just like ripping him. Like, 'cause he always changes people's positions and stuff. And I'm like,
Anthony's 6'7", I'm 6'1". I'm thinking I'm like I'm a tall person. He's 6'7", I'm walking dejected. Anthony comes behind me, puts his hand on my top of my head because he's so much taller than me. He goes, it's all right, bro. It's your first day in the outfield. And I'm like, no, I played out for my whole life.
I will never ever forget his look when he looked at me because my heart just dropped. I'm like, oh my God, this poor kid just like struggling. That just made his day worse.
Nope.
Like just kicked
I
him
never
right
heard the
down.
story. I didn't even know
yeah,
that.
I was like, nope, been playing out for my whole life.
I was like, oh. Well, coach can be an asshole sometimes, man. Just keep going, dude.
Hey, coach called me. I will say this. Coach called me that night, and he said, look, I'm proud of you. You had a really good day at practice. I was really hard on you, and it made me feel better. But boy, for those 3 hours at practice, I felt like I was like, I probably should go and play football or something because this is not right.
I felt
This is not
uncomfortable
good.
before. Like I was like, oh,
This is not good.
This is your first practice.
God, man, there's so many stories that we can go through.
great.
Opening day.
I'm happy we got to tell that one. That's funny.
That was good. I was hoping Sean would show up today so we could talk about his bat story. We had to walk all the way from the old box to the new box.
That's definitely a top 3 story.
That's one of the best
100%.
stories ever, I
It's
think.
definitely
So-
a top 3 story.
So Sean, I mean, I'm sure everybody, but Sean Ochinko was our first baseman. He was actually a really good catcher, but Mikey Gibbs was a freshman All-American. So Mikey was our catcher. They moved Sean to first. Made Blake Dean DH. And this was 2009, my freshman year. This is the year we had just gotten out of the old box and we had built the new Alex box. But the locker room wasn't ready yet. So we had to get dressed in the old Alex box and walk from the back of the parking lot to the new Alex box. And go ahead.
He was like, no way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes way. We had to walk from the old Alex box to the new Alex box, right? So we get here and baseball players are superstitious, very superstitious. So he's hitting.
I don't think that was showing superstition. He's just that hard-headed.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, go ahead.
True. Sean was hitting, just banging balls with this bat, right? And the bat was dented and cracked. So it wasn't sounding great, but he was like smashing balls. And coach was in the turtle, and he was watching him hit, and he's like, "Hey, Sean, is that bat cracked or dented?" And he's like, "Yeah, I think so." He's like, "All right, hey, after practice, I need you to go get another bat. Like we have bats. Go get to who's the trainer?
Mongo.
Mongo. Go to Mongo and get a new bat. He'll give you a new bat." And he's like, "All right, coach, all right." And Sean's like, "Coach, I was banging. I wasn't getting a new bat. Like I felt good with it, whatever." So he does it. He forgets. One day turns into 2 days, turns into 3 days, forgets. The third day, he's back on the field, taking batting practice, hitting lasers all over the field.
Mind you, it still sounds the same. It still sounds
doesn't sound
terrible.
any better.
Like, it still sounds
probably
terrible.
worse, to be honest with you. Probably worse. He's banging balls all over the field. And coach is like, "Oh, Sean, like, you got a new bat?" And Sean's like, in his head, he's like, "Man, I can either lie, say I got a new one, he catches me and it's worse, or I just tell him the truth that I didn't listen to him." He's like, "Actually, coach, no, I haven't got a new bat." And he flipped his shit. He kicked him off the field, made him go get his entire bag, walk to the old stadium, and he had to drag his catcher's bag through the outfield.
There was only
Catcher's bag, too.
At this point,
Not just like
there
one
was
bag.
only one way in and one way out. So like,
Yeah.
we would
Through
literally
the
come through
outfield,
like a fence in the outfield wall and like put everything in the dugout, the makeshift dugout, and then that's how we practice and leave.
He's dragging his.
So-
he has his hat on, and he's dragging him like this.
BP's still
Like a
going on.
Little leaguer.
Like balls are flying. Sean's walking out with the bag, just dragging his bag. It was
Like a little
Go
leaguer.
back and go back.
Hey, but listen, it gets better. So he gets to there. He gets to the locker room, and he's
500
like,
yards.
he's like, "Fuck, man,
Cleats
I really."
on.
How
he goes,
long is the walk?
15 minutes.
Oh my God.
No, yeah, like literally 500 yards, like the old box and new box, like out
You
the
had to-
outfield,
So the
walk
old
all the
box.
way
So
back.
you know where like the Matherns.
Yeah,
and all that
yeah.
stuff? That's where the old box was.
Oh no.
And he had to cut through the baseball field and go through the fence in center field. So he
Like on the
walked all the way
railroad tracks.
around in center field while batting practice is going on. So he's like, and his head is down. And his head is down. So he's not even
like
looking at
dodging
balls.
balls.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
people are just banging balls. And we're like, Sean, heads up.
And,
Sean,
Coach
Sean.
didn't care. He was just watching it.
He was so mad at him. So
Well, Sean knew he didn't care.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm defeated, dude.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
take
and
me
Sean,
out.
got
and
embarrassed.
if you know Sean, he's the most confident person ever. Like Sean is the best looking, the best hitter, the best, right? Which is
Best
great.
tattoo sleeve.
It goes great as a
Got that
athlete.
extension.
He gets to the new box. He gets to the new box. He finally takes all of his clothes off.
Oh.
I mean, the old box. He gets to the old box, takes all of his clothes off. He's sitting in his locker. And look, listen, this locker room, this clubhouse in the old Alex Box Stadium was terrible. It was small and it was run down. And he's just sitting down there in his sliders, right? Socks on, just in his sliders.
Beaten down.
Beaten down. He's like, man, how am I going to get through this? Our manager comes all the way over there in the golf cart. He goes in there and he's like, hey, Sean, coach said you have to come back to practice. So then, with the new bat, he has a new bat out the wrapper.
yeah.
Unwrapping the
Hell
bat, he gives it to him. He goes, hey, you have to, coach said he needs you back at practice. So this guy, Sean's like, okay, so he gets dressed thinking that he's going to hop up in the golf cart and just go. This dude takes off in the golf cart. Sean has to walk all the way back with his catcher's bag all the way back to the new Alex Box Stadium.
Tommy boyed him.
Did coach tell him to leave him?
Yeah.
Did coach tell him to leave him? Like, did Manera tell him to leave Sean?
Coach was like, I overreacted. I'm sorry. He's like, well, fuck, coach, you could tell me that 10 minutes ago before I got all the way over here and undressed.
Yeah.
But it was, there's some funny, I hope he's here when everybody's here so we can open him up a little bit. Sometimes he doesn't want to open up.
He don't like telling those stories. He
doesn't think that happened, but they happened.
They happen. Hey, he's got a short memory.
He remembers it differently, yeah.
He definitely has a short memory.
It's funny how that goes, yeah.
All right, we're gonna take like a 30-second, maybe
We
a
don't have any
minute.
breaks.
No breaks?
No breaks.
No
Can't
break.
take any
Oh,
breaks.
we going straight through, baby.
Yeah.
We can play some music.
We live.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, no breaks. We
One
can't take
take.
breaks. We're going
We can
2
be
hours
ignorant
straight,
of
boys.
ourselves.
Huh?
I can play music and mute us, but that's it.
Yeah, let's do that. Play
Okay.
music, mute us. We're gonna take like a 30-second break to kind of regather our thoughts, figure this stuff out, kind of maybe get some questions from everybody in the crowd. And Anthony can send text messages.
Look at some lines real quick. Oh, the
That's
Knicks.
what he's doing.
Okay, you're listening
What you
to
thinking?
and watching Mik'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive. See you in a little bit. We got more drinks coming on. We're back. We are
We're
back.
back.
Hey, it's baseball season, boys. We're tailgating. I love this. Welcome back to Mik'd Up. We got about an hour and change left.
Change.
Hour-ish
Little change.
left. We're brought to you by Sterling Automotive, and we got some Heineken
Just a
on the
little
stage.
change.
We got some Dos Equis in my hand.
How did
We
he
got-
get out there like
Who?
that? Mike, hey, Jared, talk again.
What you need?
He's all the
Yeah,
way
no,
out
every
there.
now and then it
Yeah.
shoots out there. I like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I like
nervous.
that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get that video? Did you see? Did you end up?
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh yeah, we're watching. We're actually
I need
watching
to know,
it
like,
also.
No, it's toxic.
Wow, we're watching the Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes video of.
Look at her face.
No, she knows she's losing the money.
She looked at him. She went, well,
She was like, oh, well, that was stupid.
I guess he's right. Wow. Look at him. He's like, yep. Wow,
Dude,
Patrick
that's-
Mahomes scolded his
that's
wife's courtside.
So they've been dating since high school, right?
High school.
Do you?
Are they the most hated couple?
Hey, how long do you think he's been holding that in right there?
That's
Go.
exactly what I was
Since
thinking.
Buffalo. Since Buffalo.
Wow.
Hey, I'm actually proud of him that he did it, and it was like very, very calm.
He
'cause,
was
like,
very subtle about it.
I feel like that could have been way worse.
Hey,
what
he
you think
probably
he
had a couple
said?
drinks in. He's like, all right, enough.
Fuck
This
it.
has got to stop.
Stop doing that.
This right here.
I think I
What
just
are you
need you to
talking
shut the
about?
fuck up.
Your behavior right now today
Whoa.
is what's bad. Dude, he said it and rubbed his hands together. He's like,
Her face.
Unmeant it.
Yeah,
I
and her
felt good.
face right after. Oh my God.
Yeah, she was like, "Ooh." I never heard that before.
It's been weighing on him because
Ooh, he
God.
even like pulled the arm from around him.
He did.
I mean,
It was like, it wasn't like right over. It was like a.
Like a long one, yeah. Like he
Yeah.
made sure to show it.
I initially saw. I was like, well, maybe he's like just doing it to text. I'm like, well, he's not texting.
no.
He never even
Not
he
at
never
all.
reached
He's
for the
about to
phone.
be texting.
He's like, I'm
he
over
even gave
this.
He was letting them know.
I'm over
Definitely on
this.
the
I'm
phone.
done with this.
Yeah, he was sitting differently after that.
I think that might be the beginning of the breakup.
No.
America
it's good.
wins.
It's the beginning of
stirring
her.
the pot over there.
Lineup chat? We have lineup chat? We have lineup chat?
Was that
Imagine.
no lineups? I mean, we
No
can predict
lineups.
them. You
Actually,
want to predict them?
We'll do the predict it. We'll predict the lineups. I don't know if we know enough about the baseball.
It's Vinci.
We got Mitch in here.
Get him on.
We got Mitch up here. Well, it's perfect timing because Jay Mitch lives in 3 minutes.
Who? Where?
Benci.
Barstool Minty.
You want to guess the
We can
lineup?
predict it.
What? The
The
lineup?
Lineup.
I think
Who's-
he's gonna have
who's
Cruz-
leading off?
Cruz. I think he's gonna have Cruz leading off.
You think?
I
Do
think
you
it should
like
be
that?
opposite. I said it should be Morgan leading off, and Cruz should be
Trey's
at
gonna
2
lead
hole.
I would love. I would
You think,
love.
Trey?
Yeah.
What? You
We're
what?
gonna go through the top. This is crazy, actually. The top
I think-
three.
I
The top
think-
3 hitters in the lineup are
I-
gonna be the 3 finalists for the Golden Spikes
Yeah.
Awards. They're already on the. They're already the 3 Golden Spikes nominees, not finalists.
I
Nominees.
think.
I was
I
like,
think
damn.
Trey's
Yeah,
leading
no,
off.
That's a bold. I thought you took that bet. I was like, that's big time.
It's huge. Should be a lot. That's the bold statement there.
I think it's gonna be Trey, Barry, then Cruz in the 3.
Ooh, you think Cruz is going 3 hole?
I think he is.
Dugas 4.
Huh?
Gavin
No.
at 4.
I think Gavin's gonna be the 9 hole.
I
9?
don't think
hole.
9, but I think he's much further down than you think.
Who would be 4? Barry?
I think
K.
Barry's
Doty.
gonna hit 2. Yeah, I think Doty's gonna hit
Doty.
4.
Gee, it is
Doty's
so
gonna be a
deep.
first.
Dude, this- oh, it's
Doty's gonna be a
unbelievable.
first rounder this year.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you guys hate when Cruz hits leadoff?
Well, I understand. I understand
no.
why.
Yeah, I understand
George
why. I
Springer.
hate it, but I do hate it. I
But
don't know why.
I'll just say this, because you could. I do think there's a. As much as you love to see like a bat, I do think there's also like a certain mindset of either you are a middle of the lineup guy or you're like more of a top end guy.
Yeah, I had to lead off my sophomore year. I hated it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just think some people like as far as for how they hit, like they just as much as you love to.
Right.
There's leadoff mentality.
Think about it as
Did you hit
Where you're
leadoff?
like want to foul a bunch of pitches, make him
first
throw a
and
bunch
second.
No
of
doubt.
stuff.
Think about it as a
No
pitcher.
doubt.
I mean, you start your
You have
game,
like
and the
the
leadoff
grinder.
guy
That's why
goes
I think-
yard, or if a
Oh, yeah.
double. I mean, you're pitching
Yeah.
your back against the wall now.
Yeah, it is a weird thing, but it's weird too because like a leadoff homer is like, all right, shit. It's just
Shit
basically
happens.
spotting them a run, you know. So it's like at least you get to just start over next, you know. So it's
Well,
like,
that's
all
why I
right.
think Trey Morgan leads off because Trey Morgan's a grinder, bro. He's not gonna strike
Yeah,
out.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
agree.
with
He's
that.
gonna take pitch. That's why I think he's
Yep.
now.
Sets the
I
tone.
want, and he sets
I
the table,
agree.
and he's in scoring position from first base. Then you have then you have Dylan Cruz behind him, who's gonna.
God.
He hits a double, a single, a double, and he's scoring.
Yes.
Or Trey Morgan steals second, and now he's in scoring position, and then he hits a double, and now you have Barry, who's a Golden Spikes Award.
Oh, he's a
Nominee.
grinder too. He's another grinder.
He was
too.
supposed to be a first rounder, so he bangs him in, and then you got it's just
And then you got
it's a merry-go-round.
And then you got Doty.
And you got Doty,
And then you got Gavin.
and you got
Then you
Dugas,
got Thompson.
and you got
yeah,
Thompson.
Thompson's
You got
in there
Thompson.
too. That's what I mean.
Then
Like, you got,
apparently And I know people.
I already know what you're gonna say.
I know people don't like the name of.
I already know what he's gonna say.
Who? What am I gonna say?
Kate
Beloso.
Beloso bombs?
Apparently, like it's been
Beloso,
a
bro.
lot
He was in
better.
there grinding this morning.
Which I
Really?
expected
Look
to
at
be.
him this morning.
Hey, Jay's told me Beloso's
Grinding, dude.
a guy.
Yeah.
Guy. Change his swing, simple.
Yep.
We've seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We've been seeing it. He
I
was
love
in
Kate,
there
too.
this morning. I said, look,
Man, I tell you what, bro.
doing?
If he turns that around too, like that's not even. It is so ridiculous how good that lineup is as a college lineup. That's not even fair, man.
It's close to ours.
Yeah.
Probably, could be.
Like
honestly,
there
I
is
hope it's
no
better than
breaks
ours.
in that thing. Yeah.
I hope it's better than ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it's better. Our lineup. Now I know what year was it, Joey? What year? What year did y'all think
Joey
y'all were
said
better
what?
than us? I know they keep saying the 13 lineup was better than our lineup,
You guys didn't win though, Joe.
but they didn't win. They had 8. That's the team that had 8 losses. They only had 8 losses all
I'm
year.
just saying.
They didn't win.
8 losses all year. Huh? Yeah, then y'all went to Omaha and went 2 and Q. 11 losses.
That's so
Okay,
disrespectful.
there you go.
Joey, you ain't gotta take that, man.
11
That's
losses.
Joe, you need a mic. That's sorry. That's bad. I'm sorry.
But, no, listen, my friends were on that team. Yeah, that was Bregman's freshman year. No,
Yeah.
freshman year, that was Bregman's freshman
Yeah.
year. They were nasty. They went to Omaha with single-digit losses, and it's just one of those things. It's just shit happened,
College
right?
They also
were
had 3
they were
big league
good.
pitchers though too, didn't they?
Aaron. They had Aaron Nola, and they had
Eads and
Eads was the.
and
No, Gosman was gone. Gosman was
what
gone.
about Goody and
all those guys?
Oh, they were all gone already.
No, they were there.
No, they were
That's what I'm
there.
saying.
No,
They had big
Goody may have
leaguers.
been gone. Goody may have only been there for a year.
I think they had a couple. They had like 3 or 4 big leaguers on the staff too. Like
No, they did, but I mean, that was Aaron Nola's like.
Yeah.
He threw like 7 complete games.
And they had 8 losses?
8
It was his freshman year, right?
8
He's right
losses.
there. You could ask
8 or
him.
9
Yeah.
losses going into.
Yeah, I feel.
Yeah, he's right there.
8 or 9 losses
He doesn't
going
want to talk about it
into
anymore.
Hell no, he ignored
He's
it.
upset.
Omaha, right? They went 2Q, but if you go look at our lineup, and look, I know the bats were different, but I don't care if you give us a broomstick. 2009 lineup was nasty. We banged up and down lineup. I think this lineup is probably going to be better than ours. They have a chance to be. I mean, dude, Dylan Cruz is the best hitter I've seen as a freshman since Anthony Rendon.
What makes Cruz so good to you? Just breaking it down baseball wise.
I mean, dude, he hits the ball to right center field like he's pulling the ball, and he is just.
He doesn't run into balls to right center either. Like it's like he lives
drives
there.
them.
Yeah.
Like he's got a house set up back there.
Yeah, like he's not. The ball's not just falling over the fence. The ball is getting driven over the
still
fence.
going
Keep
up.
going.
Yeah. It's still going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a
many-
lefty pulled it.
How many bombs did y'all hit your year?
100 something.
Do you think they can top that?
I think they can.
Yeah.
I really do. I think
they could.
I think they have the ability to.
I think they can. I mean,
Will
we
they?
had
That's
Ryan Schiff.
different. But
Ryan
yeah.
Schiff had 22, 23, and we had. I think we had 6. I didn't even have double digit. I think we had 7 guys in our lineup that had double digit plus homers. So like we were nasty, but this team has a chance because they have sophomores that balled out as freshmen that are going into their next year that you're only going to get better. Normally you're going to get better, right? Now obviously there's a little bit of
Sophomore slump.
whatever sophomore slump, but
Yeah.
you have the like you've seen it. You're more comfortable. You know how everything works. You have the ability to take those numbers and go way better. And I mean, Dylan Cruz had, I don't know his number, 16 or 17 homers last year as a freshman.
To me, his like, if you just watch him, like and you watch the game,
Yeah.
he's different. He moves different.
just
like
sounds
everything
different.
is, yeah, and
Yeah.
his body, he's built different. You're like, who is that?
Who's
like,
number 3?
connected in leg
you're like,
days.
huh? So like, I think it's just the eye test too. Like you're just
He's
he
put
stands
together
out,
well. Like
yeah.
they don't
Hey,
usually show up on campus.
he's a
looking
big
like
dude,
that.
bro.
True
That's the
trunks.
thing, too.
And he knows that he's all baseball. He's been
Yeah.
offered like a bunch of NIL deals. He says,
Yeah,
nah, I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
want them. All I'm worried about is baseball.
he's very disciplined. He's
Which I'm not knocking. If I was in college, I would take NIL deals.
1-1?
He would. I think he's going 1-1.
He's got a real chance.
I think if he
that all becomes performance in like that year too.
no doubt. I think if
he's
he
definitely in the
proves,
question though for that.
I think if he proves he's a pretty above average defender in the outfield. I think if he proves he can play center field,
Oh my God.
I agree.
he's 1-1, no
I
doubt,
agree.
no doubt. He's already a top 5. He's a top 5, top 10 guy right now. He's in this draft. He'd be a top 5, top 10 guy right now. He was probably a first rounder out of high school
Yeah.
if the COVID
Oh,
didn't
we
hit.
definitely.
No, that's why he's here. It's because of
He
COVID.
went to LSU on purpose. He wanted to play college baseball.
He said, "Hey, my price tag's $5 million. If you don't give me $5 million, I'm taking my name out the draft in 5 rounds." Okay, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna go to school. Now he's gonna get more than that.
I also heard too, like, and I don't know how true this is, but I also heard that year, that summer leading up to the draft, he had like for whatever reason, a slow summer, and that was why stock supposedly fell a little bit on him.
A little bit like
Kind
Bregman.
of got lucky in him getting here.
Yeah, that's slow.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But Bregman got hurt.
It was kind of like
Right,
Bregman.
so
Like,
I'm saying,
didn't Bregman have like a finger injury?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a weird injury. Yeah.
Like Bregman had like some weird injury,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
finger
yeah.
injury or something like that.
Yeah.
Showed up here, so like he was never really supposed to be here either. Like stuff like that. Like
I think it's crazy to me that the lineup is so good that you're not even talking about K. Doty. And K. Doty is projected in the MLB draft as a second rounder.
He's so
Yeah.
good.
And nobody's even talking about
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Just gets brushed under.
That is crazy to me.
yeah.
It kind of reminds me of, I don't want to say DJ because everybody did talk about DJ, but DJ was so quiet. He didn't really talk to, I mean, he was your roommate, you know.
yeah.
He didn't really say anything, but then all of a sudden he would like, inside the locker room, inside the clubhouse, you knew he was like, all right, this guy's the guy. This guy's going to be in the big leagues tomorrow. You know what I mean? You knew it, but he just didn't talk. He just didn't want to. He didn't want that attention. All he cared about was
Assassin.
playing, hanging out with the boys, and
what he was.
doing whatever.
Oh,
It kind of reminds me of
100%.
K. Doty a little bit. I don't know him personally. I'm just saying, like, just from the pub. You know what I mean? I mean, DJ's the only reason we won the World Series.
Yeah.
The double in the ninth inning.
Well, DJ
I
and
mean,
Sean.
Sean, yeah. The extension.
Hey, Coach got that extension because he got that extension. Hey, Sean, you hit that 3-run homer in the 8th inning.
When we were up 11.
But he was 5 for 5 that day, so you know that's how it goes.
I thought it was
What, is he
good.
here?
No, that
Hey,
wasn't
this
the
is
whole
good.
thing.
We got some crowd. We got some people in the crowd right now.
Look at that.
This is good. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.
Hey,
You can round of applause.
clap for
Round of
the people.
applause for the
Hey.
crowd. This is good stuff.
Coach Maneri's.
Coach is here?
Yeah.
Coach is here.
I thought
Coach is
Bugsy
here.
won the whole
Coach
thing
and
straight
Tom.
Hey,
off.
Coach. Hey, Coach, what's going on?
We're on stage.
He's gone.
I'd show
Come on
you.
in. The water's just fine.
Just in time for Coach. You got to bounce, don't you?
Paisans over there. Look at the
We're gonna take like
paisans.
we're gonna mute.
Mine.
Hey, can you mute the mics for like 30 seconds? We're gonna mute the
Absolutely.
mics, take a little break. Jay Mitch is gonna get off. Coach is gonna come on. He's in the nice LSU vest. A little bit.
He's got a carb load before the pitch.
Sterling.
We're brought to you by Sterling Automotive. Thank you for my awesome producer getting me in the air. We got so much going on, I get a little distracted.
Hey, that's what happened.
A little distracted.
Coach.
All right. You ready? We're about to get back. You back on?
We on.
We are live. Welcome back to Mik'd Up. We're brought to you by Sterling Automotive. We're actually partying over here, huh? We got some people. We got some music. Coach Maneri's back on the stage. Thanks for coming,
Mikey,
Coach.
how are you?
I'm good. How's the arm? How's the arm?
I was just telling you, after throwing batting practice to you the other day, I couldn't hardly raise my arm for the last 2 days. So I had to get it loose again to make sure that.
How'd you do it? What did you do? Some brand work, some ice,
I
and
got
stuff?
I got on the treadmill. I ran a couple of miles,
Sweat
get
it
the blood
out.
flowing.
Couple miles?
I got. What are you acting so surprised about?
I can't run a couple miles.
Yes, you
Hey, you
can.
can do a couple miles on the golf course if you want.
Hey, yeah, how's the golf swing?
Golf swing's okay.
Hole in one. Congratulations.
Oh,
Yeah, hole in one.
Two hole in
holes
one.
in one.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So listen to this. I had a hole in one in New Orleans at City Park when I was playing golf with my daughter Alex. Then I got a second hole in one at University Club on my daughter Alex's birthday.
Wow.
So it's got
put her on the bag.
It has
Yeah.
to do something with her. you
Yeah,
know
she
what
has
I
to
mean?
caddy for you now.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
How about that?
if that's the
biggest one,
case,
yeah,
you'd
she's
probably
gotta
be on the tour.
Hey, let me tell you something, Mikey, okay? My goal when I retired from coaching and took up golf was to take my golf game from horrible to mediocre. And that's where I am right now.
Hey, there you go.
Very
Let's go.
mediocre golfer, but
Relatively short.
Once in a while, a blind squirrel can find an acorn, and that's what the hole in ones
That's
were.
it. Twice. You
Two of them.
found it twice, though. Blind score found it twice. But
Pretty awesome.
what is? I've never. I mean, I'm not anywhere. You're way better at golf than me. I've been avoiding playing with you because of that. I don't want you to rub it in my face.
Hey, so I played golf with Kramer Robertson twice.
How's he?
He's not bad.
Okay.
But you know I couldn't let him beat me.
Right.
So, you know what? His mother, if you didn't know, his mother is Kim Mulkey.
I've never heard that actually.
never
I've never heard that.
of it.
So they had a big coaches committee meeting, and Kim Mulkey announces to however big their crowd was at their booster club how I had kicked Kramer's ass in the golf course that afternoon, right? But you know what that son of a gun did to me? He got
What's
me
that?
back. He planted a fake snake
No.
next to the golf cart. So when we came off the 14th green and I come around the cart, there's a fake snake waiting for me.
Did you freak out?
Did I freak out? I about jumped out of my skin. And he's unbeknownst to me, he's videoing it the whole
Can
time.
I get the video? Can we
Yeah,
post?
you can
I'm
get it.
Yeah, I
I'm
need
gonna
to see
post
this.
it all over. I'm just joking.
I
I'm
need
just
to see
joking. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna post that. But I do want to see it.
My wife thought I was the biggest wimp, you know?
Shout out to Miss Karen in the stands.
Oh,
Miss Karen. I miss you.
Yes, we need it. We need
There
that
you go.
video.
There you go.
We
She's
need it
looking
on
for
the screen
video.
up here. We need it on the
She's looking for the video.
I should never
I
have
love
said
that.
that.
I love that.
she's under the bus.
Hey, being newly married, I understand that if there's something that my wife can hold to embarrass me about something, she's gonna do it. So I get it.
That's love.
So
That's love. That's love.
right?
That's
So
all I love.
it was the 15th hole, excuse me, and the 15th hole
Well, you made
is
so many, Coach.
tough
The
hole.
worst.
Yeah, the
My
green
least
is
favorite.
elevated. You can't hold the green right. Kramer birdies it, and I parred the hole. So I'm like really fired up walking off the green, right? Going back
Wow,
to the golf
Kramer
cart. I'm
birdied
like,
it.
Kramer, that was awesome. And I take my eye off him. As I'm getting closer to the golf cart, I don't know that he's videoing me. I come around the golf cart, and that snake has his mouth open, you know, like it's ready to strike. Oh, man. I jumped back about 10 feet. I screamed.
I was dangling it from the cart. The
No,
cart?
I was laying on the ground right by where I would step into the cart on the driver's side.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's
I
messed up
started
by him.
chasing him with my
Yeah,
putter.
that's messed up by him.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
That
bullshit.
wasn't fair.
Actually.
So anyway, I had to kick his ass on the golf
Yeah,
course.
that's good. You got back. You should have
good.
taken some of his money.
I know.
You
I
should have
should.
made him
That's what-
walk.
yeah,
You
that's
should
what
have
you
took
really
the golf cart.
Yeah, you should have made him walk the rest of the course. You ain't riding in the golf cart with me no more.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No, yeah, true. Good point. All right, so it's opening day, and we were talking, you know, LSU stories, opening day stories. I actually told a story about my first day at practice when it was Anthony didn't think that I ever played the outfit because you're behind me and you're in my ear, putting a lot of pressure on me, and I folded my first day.
You grew from that day.
I did.
I told him, I was like, I felt so
did,
bad,
but-
but I felt like I kicked him when he was down and was like, oh, you never played outfield before?
You said that to him?
Yeah.
100%.
And I was like,
I thought I was being a good
Hey,
leader.
Watching the way he was playing, I would have assumed the same
exactly.
thing.
He was
Exactly.
swimming in his dog.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well,
But
you know that was my style. If you could handle the pressure I put on you in practice,
and then you called me that night
in front of 25,000 in Omaha, right?
And what happened? Pace hit in the 10th. On the 10th.
So what happened? I called you that night.
You called me that. No, you called me that night, and you said, "Hey, I just want to let you know that you had a great day of practice." And you told me that exact same thing. I want to put pressure on you so that you understand that when you get in this big moment in Omaha, you are able and you're equipped to be able to handle this pressure, because the pressure of me behind you is not anything compared to what's going to happen in the outfield or in Omaha when you're hitting. And sure enough, in the first game against Texas, I had 3 strikeouts and I hit into a double play and ended up getting the game winner. So it worked out.
I almost accused him of being humble and not bringing up the point that he drove in the winning run. Okay,
I stuck that in there.
He slipped it in there.
I stuck that in there. Coach, I'm in the media now. I gotta pump myself out there a little bit.
Self-deprecating first and then hit him.
Exactly.
It was perfect. Yeah, it was
Exactly.
perfect.
As you know, Anthony, the truth of the matter is I'm sitting between the 2 heroes. You know, Jared Mitchell got the most outstanding player award, but I think they should have taken that trophy and split it up 4 ways between Jared, Mikey, Anthony, and DJ.
And you.
And DJ LeMahieu.
And DJ,
okay?
no doubt.
You heard that, Jared?
You heard that?
I
You gotta
just-
cut your trophy in 4s.
We're quarter mops now.
You're your most valuable player.
Hey, that trophy came to the office about 2 months later. It came in a crate. I thought it was a refrigerator.
You had to get a crowbar to open it up?
Yeah, we had a crowbar. I'm like,
Fragile.
what in the world is this, right? And it's Jared's most outstanding trophy. And I called him. He was away in pro ball. And I said, hey, Jared, the trophy arrived. However, they made a mistake. They put DJ LeMahieu's name on it.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Okay, so that fact that it's opening weekend, what are your, like, as a coach, like, what is your preparation? What is your message to the teams? I know you've told us, you know, especially playing a northern team, they're excited to be here. They've been playing inside for 3 months. You know, this weather is summer to them. But what is your preparation as a coach, and what are you looking to get out of your team for the first weekend of the series?
So, Mikey, as a coach, I had 39 opening days. Okay?
That's a few.
Yeah, a few.
That's a few.
And I sat in Jay Johnson's office Monday morning for about an hour, and we talked about a bunch of stuff. And I said, I don't mean to make you nervous, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I was more nervous every year about opening day than I was coaching in a national championship game. It's the unknown that really makes you nervous. You're not into the flow of the season. Your players, you know they're going to press. They all want to do so well. Yeah. You're acting surprised. What's the matter? They all want to do well. They all think if they don't get a hit their first time at bat, it's going to be a bad year. If they don't get 4 hits, if the pitcher doesn't strike out every batter, you know. And everybody's uptight because in college baseball, you don't get to play against any exhibition games against other teams. The only thing you can do is play intra-squad scrimmages. So it's one thing to be facing your friend. It's another thing to be facing a guy in a different color uniform. So I was always so nervous. Like, I always felt like we had the team so prepared, and then all of a sudden the bright lights go on, and there's a new team over there, and everybody goes, oh my gosh, this is for real. You know, there's 12,000 people in the stands. Fortunately, in my 15 years at LSU, we never lost opening night. You know, we won the game.
Centenary was the closest one, right? Or freshman year?
We had a few close ones.
Yeah.
No pressure, Jay.
One year against Notre Dame, Josh Smith hit a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th inning to give us our first lead of the game, and we held on in the 9th.
Bottom of the 8th?
Bottom of the 8th.
That had to be a special weekend for you, though.
We lost the next 2 games. We almost got swept at home.
I remember. That had to be a special weekend for you, though. Sort of.
It was, you know what, I thought it would be, but when you get out there, you just want to beat the other team, Mikey, you know. And then the other game, I think it was Indiana when we had to go extra innings and we won. But we won every opening game in my 15 years, and I was really proud of that. And the difference playing game 2 between game 1 and game 2 was enormous. Like by game 2, by game 3, you felt like you're into the flow of the season,
Right.
you know. And the guys played more relaxed, and they all played well, you know. But that opening night just was so nervous. When we played in the national championship round, I knew what we were going to get out of our team. You know, we'd already played 67 games
Right.
or something, you know. So I knew what we were going to do. I knew we were going to go out and whip Texas's ass, you know. There's no doubt in my mind about it.
Took a little longer than we thought, but we did it.
Yeah. Well, if it wasn't for that rain delaying the second game, we'd have beat them in 2. I really
doubt.
believe that.
Yeah.
No doubt. That first game was hot.
Hot.
I didn't get an IV.
Oh my God.
Hot.
Yeah.
It was the hottest I've ever been in my life.
Me too.
Wasn't that? It was so hot that night.
I still talk to fans that were there at Omaha, and they're like, first game in Texas was the hottest I've ever been in watching any baseball game in my life.
I don't ever remember a day in my life being hotter on the baseball field or not. You had to move around to create wind so you could breathe.
Yeah, right.
Remember
Right.
that?
Yeah.
Micah and you, didn't you have
I
an
had
IV
an
during
IV,
the
yeah.
game? Micah Gibbs had an IV during the game. Our most valuable player that night was Bo Lowry.
No doubt.
He was
yeah.
keeping
Bo, shout out to Bo.
everybody
He's back
going.
here.
That guy was
He's back at LSU.
Our
Shout out
trainer.
to Bo.
Yeah, he's back as the football trainer
Yeah.
now. Yeah, Bo Lowry, best trainer in the world, and he did a phenomenal job getting
I'm
our
going to blame
guys
the
ready.
3 strikeouts on me being overheated until I got the IV. That's all I'm going to blame
Yeah, when
it
you got your IV, everything
Yeah,
was
that's
good.
it. We're all good.
But he talks about the 3 strikeouts and hitting into a double play. Did he tell you about his first hit of the night?
I hadn't mentioned that one.
Hey,
The one that was in the
He had 2 strikes on him, and it was like a check swing, and the ball blooped over the first baseman's head.
other batter's box.
And you'd have thought he hit a grand slam. He was so excited.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, that's it. Just give me on the scorebook, baby. Get me in there. Get me in the box scored. Base hit.
It's a line drive in the
That's
score
it.
box.
Hey,
That's it.
But then the truth of the matter is, was it the 11th or 12th inning?
I think it was the 11th.
11th inning. Mikey comes up against a future major leaguer, your friend, Workman.
Your teammate.
Workman,
Yeah. And this kid had a really great curveball. And Mikey was a freshman, and him and a curveball were like perfect strangers, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And Mikey's up to bat, and DJ LeMahieu had gotten on base. He stole second, went to third on the throw into center field. And I know Workman's going to throw Mikey curveballs. And I looked up to the big tiger in the sky, and I said, God, if you could just let this kid make a mistake one time for Mikey. And Mikey, I think I told you this. I saw that pitch coming out of the kid's hand, Workman's hand, and it just kind of popped up instead of, when you throw a
He
good
pulled the
curveball.
string.
Yeah.
And the ball popped up, and literally in that millimeter of a second, I knew he was hanging the curveball. And so I was let me set the phone down here. So I was on my knees looking, and the pitch came out of his hand, and I literally went like that, and he hung that curveball to you, and Mikey smoked a line drive up the middle, and LeMahieu scored and gave us the lead. But we still had to go out and close them out in the bottom
Yeah,
of
we
the
did.
ninth.
We did.
Yeah.
Maddie came
Adios.
out and shut the door.
And
And he
we
was
won.
nice. Well, he had
Yeah.
3, didn't he pitch?
Yeah, Maddie was nails in Omaha.
Yeah.
Nails the whole year.
I coached almost 2,300 games, Mikey and Anthony, in college. That was the greatest game I've ever been associated with.
I agree.
It wasn't that. It was a phenomenal game. Back and forth, we fell behind. Remember Jared Mitchell hit the 2-run triple against Austin Wood when they
Yep,
brought the lefty
yep,
in to face
yep.
him to tie the game.
That was
Then
like a
they-
commercial for like a year. That
Yeah,
clip.
right.
Remember the ESPN
Him
the 3
popping up
commercial?
off at third
Yeah,
base,
and
the
his
chest
3,
bump.
his jersey was like the ESPN 3 thing. I was like, damn, that's so hard.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's so
And
cool.
then they took the lead, and DJ hit the home run to get us within 1, and then we were still down 2 in the 9th inning, and we had 2 outs, runners on first and second, and not Workman, but the kid they brought in the 9th inning, they had a great changeup. He had just struck Hanover out on a 3-2 changeup. He threw a first pitch changeup to DJ, and of course DJ never pulled the ball, so they're playing him around this to right field, and they throw him a changeup, and DJ hooks it in the left field corner, which allowed Helene to score all the way from first base and tie the game.
That was
Yeah,
so
it was-
fun.
that was- that
I remember
series
the adrenaline.
itself.
Yeah, the adrenaline in the dugout. Literally, I was doing the chart. I was just like, it was.
It was awesome.
Anthony wanted to pitch game 2, and I decided to hold him back and give him an extra day's rest. We ended up getting beat that game, and then
It was actually probably a good thing because Workman was untouchable.
Youngman.
Youngman was untouchable that second game.
I remember trying to tell Gruey that I was pitching that game, and I remember that story. Right?
Yeah. But I went to Anthony's room and I said, look, I know you want to pitch, but you're not pitching. You're not pitching tomorrow
You're going to win
night.
it for us in the third game.
I said, if a third game's necessary, it's going to be a huge lift for our team, knowing that you're going to be on the mound. And sure enough, that's what happened. And you remember when I grouped the team up after we had just got beaten game 2, right by the third base line, and everybody had their heads down because they woke up that morning thinking they were going to be national champions by the end of the day. And we lost, so they were hanging their head a little bit, and I grouped everybody up, and I said, hey, guys, if I would have told you on August 21st, the first day that we met as a team, that we would be one of 2 teams still playing, and we were going to play 1 game for the national championship, and Anthony Renato was going to be our starting pitcher, would you have taken that deal if I would have given that to you?
Hell yeah.
I said, well, that's the situation. So I don't want to see anybody hanging your heads. I want you to get your chins up, get smiles on your face. Let's go get on the bus. We're going to play the loud music. We'll go back to the hotel, get a good night's rest. Tomorrow we're going to win our national
And we went back to the
championship.
hotel and had a little team camaraderie stuff at the hotel. We all met up in one room and we got
I
our.
don't think I want to hear about this, do I?
No.
Absolutely.
We got the
don't
win.
think
That's
so.
all that matters.
I don't think so. We won. That's all that matters.
We won.
I don't think
Hold that one for privacy.
That's all that matters. All right, last question. I'll let you get out of here. I know you have to throw the first pitch. What is your favorite? No, not your favorite memory of baseball, but favorite opening day. It's opening day. What's your favorite? And that's you had 39 of them, so I know it's a lot to think about. But I know, does one stick out in your head that?
Well, I was talking to another station, radio, earlier today, and the person, he was great. He had a list of memorable games in my coaching career, and we talked about like 20 of them, And the first one was my very first game as the LSU coach in Old Alec Box Stadium. And we played St. Mary's from California that night, okay? And we didn't have much pitching on that team, but we scrambled that summer before my first year, and we went up to Cape Cod, and we recruited a kid by the name of Charlie Furbush. Charlie was at a Division III school in Maine, and he knew that he was better than that, and he had made it clear with the coach's blessing that he was going to go to Cape Cod and put himself out there to see if he could make it, because you could transfer to a Division I school from a Division III school and be eligible immediately. So we convinced him to come to LSU, so he got opening game start. He goes out there and strikes out the side in the first inning. In the bottom of the first inning, I forget who the first 2 hitters were in our lineup. I think Mike Hollander was one of them. I don't remember who was batting second. They both get on base. Blake Dean is a true freshman. He steps up and hits a 3-run home run.
First at bat.
In his first at bat?
So in the top of the
cool.
first inning, we strike out the side. In the bottom of the first inning, 3 batters into our inning, we're up 3-0 with a 3-run home
Greatest
run.
coach ever.
So
Holy crap, that's not that hard.
the inning
Hall of
ends.
Famer.
The inning ends, and Skip comes into the dugout, and he comes up to me and he goes, Paulie, it doesn't get any better than this.
That's awesome. I've never heard that.
That's great. I've actually never heard that story.
That's really
either.
cool.
Well, we held on to win 4-3.
That is awesome.
And the rest of that season was a struggle. We fought through it, and then, of course, laid the groundwork. Anthony was in the #1 recruiting class the next year coming in, and the foundation of that first team, along with that #1 recruiting class, and then we added a few other guys in the next recruiting class. They made a little bit of contribution.
A little bit.
And that was the formula for winning that national championship in '09. So I would say, Mikey, in answer to your question, the very first one
game.
I had was probably the most memorable.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Well, Coach, I know you have to go. I know we kept you, I think, 17 minutes, but
Okay.
I appreciate
the over?
the over. We hit
The over.
Dude, we had over under on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But we hit the over. I knew it was gonna go over 15.
But you
They-
manipulated
they-
it. You
they
asked
were-
the question at the end to keep
Yeah,
it
I
going.
did.
It
They
was
were
nice. I
accusing
like
me
it.
of being long-winded. Boy, what I tell you, that's a
Hey,
unfair
I said,
reputation.
Coach said he. Coach
Let me
said
tell
he.
you a story about being long-winded.
Hold on. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you. You know what? Someone used to tell me. Let me tell you about this story. Coach said he's coming here for 15 minutes, and I told the guys, like, listen, Coach said he has 15 minutes. I was like, he says 15. I don't know. It could be 30. I don't know how long it's gonna be.
I was like, but then we knew he had to throw out the first pitch.
Yeah,
like,
but then
so
we knew
gotta
we had-
loosen
we
up,
had-
make sure you're
Can't
loose.
be late.
Everything.
He had a
Can't be
hard
late.
out. He had a
My
hard
son
out.
Tommy has already warmed me up today, so I
There
don't
we
have to
go.
warm up on the
There we
field.
go.
Cutter, first pitch.
No, but I can't tell how many text messages I received this morning where everybody's putting the pressure on me to go all the way to the slab.
Oh, no, right in front of
Coach.
right in front of the dirt, Coach. Right in front of the dirt. You don't want to get the shoes. You don't want to get the shoes dirty.
See,
I got it.
Mikey's thinking right, but see, Anthony's putting pressure on me. He's telling me to go to the.
Just stir the pot. I'm just stirring the pot. That's it.
Don't fall into peer pressure.
Everybody's
Coach.
telling me I'm going to get booed if I don't throw from the rubber.
No. You're gonna get a standing. You're gonna get a standing O.
I'm going to the rubber, okay?
That's it.
That's it. And
I love that.
I told Jay's whining about a bad knee, and he said he's going to catch a first pitch, and he's whining to me about a bad knee. He says, I have trouble squatting. I said, I don't care. Just stand up. Just set your target right on the belt buckle, and I'll hit it there.
I love it. Really cool. Coach, thank you so much for coming on here. It was so much fun. I'm looking forward to watching you throw out the first pitch. I wish I was going to be there in person. I'm not. I'm going to be there tomorrow. But we'll play some golf. You can kick my ass on the golf course.
You're my boy, Mikey.
Right,
I love
thanks,
you. I
Coach.
love you, Anthony.
Love you too.
Bring the snake.
Love you too.
I'll
bring the snake.
The only reason I was able to hang in for 15 years as the coach at LSU is because of players like these two guys.
I appreciate
in
that.
15 years, I never pitched one ball. I never hit one ball. I never fielded one ball. I never ran the bases one time. They evaluate you as a coach because of the efforts of these guys. And fortunately, I had terrific kids for 15 years.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you,
Happy
Coach.
to-
Thank you.
All right, buddy.
Round of applause for Coach. Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Well, legend.
You want to slide on over? You slide on over?
I've been sitting this whole time, actually.
Yeah, it's good. Stand up a little bit. Show how tall you are.
He's off the
Is
street.
Make me look
here?
short.
Is Minty still here or is he gone?
Who?
Is Minty?
I made the
I don't know. Is that him?
Thanks, Cameron. Yeah.
Is he here or gone? He's gone.
doing my
I think
job.
He's gone. Oh, there. Vince! Come on up here. Come on up here. Actually, scoot over. Scoot over one more time. Scoot over one more time. You got bumps. We got all kinds
Hey,
of
you
people
warmed it up,
coming up
though.
here now. This is good. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, homie.
Opening day, man.
Oh, this is great. And you're
right.
probably a bigger college baseball fan than me. Probably.
Well, you probably know.
Hey, that's actually what I want to know.
You and Big Cat, who has the smaller
Hotty toddy,
ass?
baby.
Oh,
Hotty
man,
toddy.
opening day, we're all in good spirits, man.
We are, we are.
Hope springs eternal.
Who's Ole Miss got this weekend?
Man, Charleston Southern, we're playing right now.
Charleston Southern's actually
bad.
not bad, huh?
We're going to score about 1 million runs, but pitching.
Y'all can hit. Is that the deal? I
Yeah,
don't know.
we
This,
got a
I
whole
haven't looked at the
whole
scout
lineup
report.
back. Whole
What about
lineup.
on the bump?
We're going to work in
Hold on
progress.
back.
Okay,
Hold
same
on
thing.
back.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
in the same position, I think.
Yeah.
We're in the same
Similar.
position, I think. I think we're going to be battling probably for 1-2 as the top lineups in the
Yeah, the
in
West,
the
with
SEC.
Mississippi State and Arkansas, the West is like
I
insane.
mean, the West
this
is
year.
pretty dominant in every sport. I feel like
true.
yeah, the baseball, the West and the baseball is probably the top. Minus Vandy. Vandy's obviously on their own, but
I think the East is rebuilding a little this year.
Little
like
bit.
Vandy, I mean, they're always going to be great because
Yeah.
they have like 1 million guys that throw 99 miles an hour.
course.
But losing Rocker and Leiter, I mean, that
Yeah.
still hurts no matter who you are.
No doubt.
Florida's got all new pitching. Tennessee lost a lot.
doubt.
So I think it's kind of wide open.
so you were the head, pretty much like the big guy to get college baseball sports betting.
It's kind of ironic. So, yeah, we're going to have lines out in the next week. We're on it.
Oh, you're doing, like,
we're
for
working on
regular
it. We don't have
season?
them yet for today, but we're working. I'm like 80% sure.
Because
So I don't know
initially
if
you
I should
told
say
me
it publicly.
initially you told me it was going to be SEC.
Yeah, but there's pressure. Dave Portnoy.
I love that.
Dave Portnoy has been called in for reinforcements and understands the brevity of the situation.
Oh, I love
so
that.
So now we got.
So how did you
get
get
the king on your side, then things happen a little quicker.
Yeah. This is a two-part question. One, how did you get?
Far away.
How did you get baseball? Like, how did you get that push to go with betting, and how did you get to convince them? And two, how is working for Dave?
Okay, well, my thing was, I'm one of the only South people up there at Barstool. It's a company in the Northeast. And when I got hired, I was like, man, college baseball is the most underrated sport, period. And I grew up going to LSU games and just being around the SEC. And people had been saying forever, why doesn't Barstool cover college baseball? So I just saw it as a huge business opportunity.
No doubt.
How do you not get out and take it to the people? And so the beauty of college baseball is it's the atmospheres, man. It's the fans, it's the places, and people don't know about it outside the South. So I was like, well, I got this huge-ass platform. I might as well use it for some good. And so I started, doing videos going around. I went to LSU Ole Miss. I was here for Arkansas LSU and kind of pushing it, but we didn't have lines during the season, but it was kind of taking off doing good. And then it just nuked during the NCAA tournament when Dave Portnoy kind of got into it. And then in Omaha, it's called failing your way up the ladder. I went 2-10 in bets, and Dave was just dragging my carcass on the Twitter streets every day, and it's like failing straight up the ladder, but we had lines for the NCAA tournament last year. We have futures odds, so you can bet odds to win the national title. LSU, LSU's 15-1, Ole Miss 18-1.
Already on it.
But there is a lot of pressure on our people. They know. I mean, we're in Louisiana now. We're in Tennessee now. We got to get this damn college baseball, and I promise you, I'm annoying the crap out of people.
I'm gonna try to push. Hey, listen, I'm gonna try to push it as much as I can for you too.
I love it, man. I mean, my Twitter today, everybody's like, "Where are the opening day picks to fade?" And everybody's asking. I'm like, man, I can't put them out until our sportsbook's got lines on it. So y'all are you're out of luck today. You're gonna have to find your own losers on your own.
Did they catch you in Omaha? Whenever you were making a video and there's a real pitcher's duel.
That was the NC State Vandy game. Jack Leiter has a no-hitter or one hit in the fifth, and it's 0-0 NC State Vandy. And Big Cat kind of taught Carl do mid-game updates. Barstool, you're just always organically keeping it going. Just 30-second, 1-minute clips. It's just keep the storyline running. So I wouldn't have even done this video if not for Carl. He's like, let's just go do a video real quick. And so I'm standing up in right field. I'm top of the fifth. We got a 0-0 pitcher's duel. Whoever scores the first run will win this game. And behind my head goes a 450-foot home run from NC State off Jack Leiter, who allowed nothing. It was the best pitcher in the country. And then the Vandy fans, I was actually thrilled it happened to Vandy fans, because if it had happened to public school fans, I wouldn't have been able to show my face. No, but if it had been LSU or Tennessee, I had Vandy fans texting me all but death threats about it. And I didn't know Vandy fans had that in them.
Baseball.
No, they were salty, bro. I was I don't know how I can show my face in public. And I went and met Al Leiter, the pitcher, Jack Leiter's dad. And I kind of shook his hand. He goes, man, you're that guy, huh? I was like, yeah, that's me, my man.
Sorry about that.
That's me.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, but he was cooler about it than the rest of the fans were, though. I didn't know Vandy fans were that mean, man. They were pissed.
There's not many of them.
Smart too.
Yeah,
not many of them. But
they were I was literally for a while in Omaha. I was like, how do I even show my face in the stadium? It got to that level.
Worse than when Mississippi State. Whenever you went Ole Miss, Mississippi State.
Oh, that was funny, too, yeah, the State fans. They thought the State fans, so I was on my travels last year showing the atmospheres, and the State fans thought I was some Ole Miss frat kid, which I guess is a compliment, because I'm 38,
Compliment.
And so I'm just sitting there, and I had, my shoe was untied or something, and some State fan, behind me, was just go get your shoe, tie your shoe, and get the F back to Oxford, you fat SOB. And no, right when he said it, I'm like, video now. Yeah. I was like, this is the vitriol we're looking for. And then it ended up just shooting a video where they're all just going nuts on me.
That is awesome.
Man. I mean, that's what makes it, man. It's all,
that's what college baseball is supposed to be.
And the atmosphere, people are so passionate, though, and the world needs to see that. And then the gambling lines are going to be a huge part of growing it, because, you look at college baseball, you probably watch every single LSU game. I mean, I watch midweek Ole Miss.
I watch every SEC. I mean, most SEC games. If I can get it, I'm watching it.
Yeah, but I feel so many common fans will watch all their own team's games, but then they're like, okay, yeah, Vandy and Mississippi State are playing. Yeah, it's a good game, but I don't care enough to watch it. You introduce the gambling element.
Yeah, everybody wants everything.
I mean, even you put $20 on it. It's
no doubt.
You got to, and so.
Vandy first five.
No doubt.
Yeah, and so I think it's coming, and I mean, especially Louisiana, man. I grew up around LSU baseball. I mean, this is, these South states that don't have a Major League Baseball team, LSU's the show. I mean, LSU's it. Ole Miss and State are it. Mississippi, Arkansas's it in Arkansas. You look at the states that don't have pro teams, and college baseball's the thing. And so now that we're in Louisiana and Tennessee, we gotta do the damn thing, man.
So my favorite stadium that I've played in, I'm biased. LSU, obviously, I played here. I loved it here. But my favorite road stadium that I ever played in was Ole Miss.
Okay.
Right? My freshman year I played center field. My sophomore year I played right field. My junior year I played center. we went there my sophomore year. I was in right field, so I was right there.
Oh, yeah.
And we basically, remember, actually, Anthony, you pitched the Friday game against Pomerantz, and that was the win day of the game. It was like 11-9.
Bro, the wind was blowing out 65 miles an hour.
And our stadium's on Cracker Ball. It's only 380, 390.
Right.
Man, fly balls go out.
Hey.
Thanks for saying that, but
No, it's true. No, it's true. You see the LSU come back late.
It was like the most
oh, pop fly, home run.
it was like the most hyped game ever.
It was
'cause-
supposed to be the number 1, number 2 pitchers in the draft.
Yeah, exactly. All that, and we gave up. I think I gave up 9. He gave up
Pomerantz,
6.
Pomerantz.
He walked 11.
He
or
walked
something.
11. Our
How many beer showers?
Huh?
How many
Oh,
beer
that's
showers
what I'm
on
getting
the
to.
field?
That's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to.
It was stupid.
Our approach off of Pomerantz was take till you got 2 strikes, and he couldn't get to 2 strikes. He walked 10 guys, and they were both out by the 3rd inning, right? So we got close. We got within 1 run. They hit a 2-run homer late. Well, Saturday and Sunday we got walked off.
Oh, wow.
So I'm in right field, and I
It's hard
got
to
beer
believe I
showers.
wasn't there after I
The
spent
beer
half my life in
showers.
Oxford.
How many beer showers have you been a part of in right field?
A few.
Yeah.
That blew up more, and my Oxford tenure was so long, and I was there like 01 to 08,
Tumultuous.
14 and 15. Dude, yeah, it was
incredible.
Yeah, man. It's bad.
Long and tumultuous.
Yeah, I just started winning in poker and school.
Just wrote it out.
Yeah, and until I crawled up my knees back there when I was 31. But that's another story. But no, Oxford. Yeah, I'm part of the left field tailgate still, where we grill out in left field. It's like
awesome.
heaven, man. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Like people always talk about Ole Miss and the Grove and everything. The left field in Swayze is the best thing about it. I don't even think it's close. You grill
Really?
out with all your family and friends, and it's all the real cool Ole Miss
Yeah.
people you want to be around.
Right.
Are all out left field, and it's young families and younger alumni, and it's just special, man. Everybody, it's great. It's my favorite.
I don't know anything about the tailgating there, obviously outside of playing there, but as far as right field, that's first come, first serve,
Yeah,
right?
right field, and they're expanding it now. They're knocking back the tennis courts because, it's they had an inter-squad. I love the passion for college baseball. There's an inter-squad game last Friday, and people were sprinting to have seats out
That's
in right
what I'm
field.
saying.
And that's the passion for it, and I just love seeing.
I wish we had that here. I wish they would take some of that and make that into a berm, into where you have.
I feel like that's what
actual
we're
student.
missing. That's
I
what
feel
we're
like that's the
missing here.
one
Y'all are
thing.
spoiled because y'all won so many damn titles.
Yeah.
Right.
LSU's just so traditional. Ole Miss,
Yeah.
school every now and then good at football, not good at basketball. So being top 15 in baseball is what we have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
so that's our thing. And so that's
No, I love it. I love it. But
I love playing there too because I used to warm up in the bullpen, right? So
no doubt,
bro,
you're right
they
there.
knew my sisters,
they're-
dude,
it was like
they wear
would
you
smile
out.
up there, talk some shit, say some stuff.
That's
you know,
a ball, Renato.
yeah.
Alabama and Ole Miss, the worst, with that stuff. But
What'd you think about playing at State?
Alabama, huh?
What was playing at State like?
They were
Mississippi
nice.
State.
They weren't.
Mississippi State was tough for me because this is before they fixed the outfield.
Yeah,
and
the
they had all
trailer park's left, man. I can't believe they've gone uptown on that.
Trailer parks out there. But I was in center field, and you get there and it's humid, and so the air is thick, and there'd be a fly ball, and every time there's a fly ball and you're about to catch it, they open the smokers. And so the smoke is out there. And I'm like, I can barely see the ball, and I'm trying to catch the ball. I'm like, that's cheating.
That's kind of
Do
bullshit.
that? You can't open the smokers.
They cheat when they have cowbells too.
It's bullshit.
If you're too lazy to make noise with your voice, you
Yeah,
shouldn't be allowed
that's
to
bullshit.
affect sports.
Tell Brandon that.
No, but it's horseshit. It's bullshit.
It is
if you're
bullshit.
too lazy to yell at a game, then how are you allowed to make that much noise?
Aren't the bells supposed to be illegal?
Yeah,
Third downs. They're only for third. Or
I don't know. The
downs.
cow.
No, they're supposed to stop ringing them when the play clock hits a certain
Yeah, right.
number. What a
Give me a-
They don't
bullshit
follow
rule.
No, I'm not
Give me
a
a
fan.
break.
Not a fan. But they do have a hell of a baseball program. I'll give them that.
do.
That was a long overdue national championship for them too.
No doubt.
Going back
Polk,
to the
Ron
80s when I
Polk,
was
yeah.
like a tiny kid, the Will Clark and Rafael Palmeiro
Yeah.
and Brant.
No doubt.
They've had some Bobby Thigpen. They had some
Yeah.
serious squads.
Damn,
that never won
you
one.
do have some serious college baseball knowledge. I love that. I know that was
Well, I
quick.
grew up
I mean,
the Warren Morris homer was when I was 13. It's like a childhood memory when I was in my den. It's like one of the moments embedded in time.
did
on
you
my
ever go
brain.
to Omaha before?
No,
Barstool?
I never did because Ole Miss chokes every year. I kept saying oh man, let's go to Omaha, we make it. And the one year we
Yamaha.
made it in 14, the finances were in rough. We were. That was right at the end of the New Orleans 10-year mistakes for me.
So the running joke with all the guys here, right, and our team is like, hey, Ole Miss, we're going to Omaha. Ole Miss is going to Yamaha.
yeah.
They can't make it to Omaha.
They always
but-
do the Ole Miss at home again for Omaha.
Yeah,
thing,
but
man.
y'all made it there. You got it
No,
there.
we got to make. We're always good though, and I don't know. I feel like it's. It's got to. You keep knock at the door, you got to make it at some point.
No doubt.
I'm hoping,
No doubt.
LSU or Ole Miss make it. It's great, the best for
That's
business.
good. You're right there. That's good. You're more
Oh yeah,
on
we're
this,
doing
but
it,
you can
dude.
still root for
Barstool
LSU.
Omaha went so nuts last year that it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing from now on.
I can't wait.
Oh, for sure.
I can't
love
wait to
that.
see it.
Oh yeah.
You have, so like your journey is awesome.
Thank you. It's been
Right?
very
It has
crazy.
been-
It's been very
it
wild.
has been nuts.
What I see day to day now,
Yeah.
it's something. It's
What
a
is
scene every day.
what is next on the Mincy tour?
So
Are you going to Mardi Gras?
Yeah, oh, dude, I'm riding in Crew of Ferret. I've never ridden a Mardi Gras parade before, so I'm riding in Crew of Ferret tomorrow uptown. And I don't know if y'all ever heard of the artist who's like this crazy woman named Boyfriend. I don't know if you've ever heard of her.
Never heard of her.
I'm supposed to wear all hot pink on this float tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
You are.
I'm supposed to, but I'm like scrambling because I didn't know that till today. Anyway, it's a whole thing. But I'm riding my first parade tomorrow, and I'm gonna go to Trombone Shorty Gras right after at Mardi Gras
Trombone
World.
Shorty.
Yeah, tomorrow he's got Shorty Gras, which is gonna be it's all the
Damn,
heavy
that's
hitters,
awesome.
NOLA, and then I'm gonna actually go to LSU at Louisiana Tech in Ruston on Wednesday.
that's a big game.
Oh, Tech just got the new stadium. They
they're
got 2,500, and man, I mean it's like $200 tickets on the secondary market
They're
right
top
now.
50 in the country, aren't they?
That's like awesome to see, and obviously LSU coming up there is
Wow.
a huge part of that.
Yeah.
But it's just great to see that shows the demand for college baseball.
Yeah.
On a midweek game, you can't
No
get
doubt.
in for $200. I mean,
No doubt.
in North Louisiana even.
That's
know?
wild.
I mean, they're top 15 in the country, right?
Yeah, they're like top 12. Yeah, they hosted a regional last year. They ran into the NC State train, which was a tough one to play against with how hot they were. They won a couple games, but man, their fans supported, and a tornado destroyed their stadium in 2019, and so they
Now you got
rebuilt
a
that
whole new
Love
one.
Shack. It's new. It's a cool thing. I
Nice.
try to support those guys where I can.
So are you in the series all weekend? Are you gonna be
I'm here.
all
I'm
weekend?
doing the Mardi Gras parade Saturday. I think Sunday wounds are gonna be licked after what's gonna happen tonight and tomorrow night. I've got a little surprise part Monday, Tuesday that I'm kind of keeping a little under the vest, and I'm
Okay.
doing the North Louisiana Wednesday through Friday. I'm from Monroe originally, so I gotta go back up there.
Where do you go to high school?
Just look St. Fred's, little Catholic school.
St.
But I
Fred's?
gotta keep.
St. Fred's?
Yeah, man, I'm a little Freddy.
St. Fred's?
And then I'm going to end it. I'm coming back to New Orleans for Lundy Gras that Tuesday. And then, man, I actually am saying the hell with it. I'm going to go to that Shriner, man. That Houston, freaking LSU, Oklahoma.
How do you have this? How do you get through all this? How do you do all this?
Man, this how I live, man. It's
I mean, it's
Barstool
fun.
is literally like all you're supposed to do is stay on the pulse of what people are interested in. That's your job. So every decision I make, it's like, do people give a crap about this? Then that's what I'm going to do. Because don't click on it, And so you just keep it going and going and going. And I mean, my situation's kind of changed. I live in Hoboken, New Jersey. I work in the main office. We're in Madison Square Garden, but
it's a New Jersey guy right here.
That's
Hoboken's great.
Hey, that's nice. When I grew up, it wasn't nice though.
Okay,
That's so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, no, it's
But
great.
It's really nice now.
Oh yeah, Hoboken's awesome.
That's really
I like it a lot more than living in New York, for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
But I'm gonna be. I think they want me running around the South more, especially now that the app's here. So we're gonna get out. We're gonna take this to the people, man. That's what we do at Barstool.
One more question
Oh,
for
you're
you. I'm
good.
gonna let you go. I know you got.
Oh
a busy
man,
schedule.
dude, that's great. We're partnering up with Fred's, the Barstool Sportsbook.
Boom.
We got a new new promo. It's
Everybody stumbles over their promos. I did the same thing last time.
promo code Fred's. You get $50 free. So that's gonna be great.
let's go.
Let's go.
It's gonna be a big hit with all the broke college kids, I'm sure. And so that's a new thing.
I may be back at Fred's. Who knows?
Fred's is known for giving away a lot of free stuff, especially on Fridays historically.
Yeah.
Got a QR code behind you.
Yeah, so we're doing that, and Mega Money will be here later. We're coming after the game.
Nice.
I hadn't been. I gotta say, it's been more than a minute since I've been in Tigerland. So yeah.
This is the only place you need to be in Tigerland, though. This is like
I used to go to Bogies a ton back in
but-
back in the. It was a minute ago now.
But that's when Bogies is kind of falling off a little bit. No offense to anybody who likes Bogies in here, but it's falling off a little
I
bit.
believe it. No, this is. I mean, we're talking 15, 20 years ago. So
here's last question for you. I can't let you go. You're the man. You're the betting guy. You're everything, right? We gamble a lot on here, not very successfully a lot of times. So
it can be a problem for me sometimes as well.
NBA's on the All-Star break. There's a lot. It's a weird betting weekend. Give me some bets. Do you bet?
Man, I'm going to look. I'm waiting on the college basketball lines to come out tomorrow.
Okay,
I'll fire at them because they've got some really good games tomorrow. But I'll have some of those in the morning. the big thing, we're going to get these college baseball lines.
That's what I need.
super
That's
soon.
what I want to hear.
Yeah, no, they're coming super
I
soon.
can't bet MLB.
No, my Twitter, people are losing their minds on me on Twitter. Where are the lines right now? It's not. I'm dunking. I'm dunking.
You know how the Twitter universe
yeah,
goes?
no, they're savages out there in the streets.
Twitter are savages.
Hey, they're ruthless, bro.
They are ruthless.
They are ruthless. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't
Twitter don't
They
let
will
you
do
sleep.
whatever they want.
Those
even look at
keyboard
it. Don't
warriors in
even
those
look at it.
Yeah,
basements,
that's
man.
exactly what it is.
Dude, it's something. But so yeah, I'm just probably gonna fire college basketball tomorrow. But the big thing is, man, the college. I'm hoping we have. I want an LSU Louisiana Tech line on Wednesday because I think that would be.
Well, Louisiana Tech has so. Some of the other sports books have lines,
yeah,
right?
I'm aware.
I know you're.
I've been told, and I guarantee you, the people at Penn and Barstool are also aware because I'm breathing down. Like, I'm a really laid-back guy. Like, I let stuff fall off me, and when I go to like war or bat or something, there's a. And this is something. I mean, I'm going 20 rounds on this.
You started it though. You're the reason why there's college baseball betting, and now they're getting live games already.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get it. It's gonna be a huge. Well, like I said, I just reiterate. I mean,
I
people in the North don't care. Like Louisiana, everybody's gonna fire. You know.
Yeah.
So it's.
Where would you set
I'm
the
excited.
Tech LSU line?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be weird, though. So the midweek ones will be tough because you got to figure out, like, who the 4th and 5th starters are.
Yeah.
So that's harder to handicap. But once those weekend rotations are set, and another thing that'll be fascinating is, like, Friday when the Aces pitch, the over-under is going to be, like, 7 and a half. The Sunday ones are going to be, what, like 14? You know, those 14, 11 colleges?
Right.
That's going to be really wild to follow. Like how they're going to switch it. Yeah, because, dude, those college, man, you see those 17, 13 Sunday games. You know, it's just wild. It's a whole new world.
You might be able to clean up a little bit at the early going because they're not really going to know how to set lines.
Well, I also look at the cold weather early in the season could affect over-unders because games, you know, bats warm up when weather warms up. And so sometimes maybe they'll be too high early in the year, you know. Maybe. I don't know. Just firing some angles. We'll see what happens.
We'll fire it off. We'll see. We'll just try on air. See some money. Hopefully we win a bunch of money.
Yeah, man.
All right, dude.
Thank y'all. Thanks for having me, man.
Dude, I appreciate
We're going to be rocking here.
Yeah,
you know?
I appreciate y'all. Y'all come back to Fred's to see Barstool and Megan making money. Y'all go and get them a couple drinks, and maybe they'll give you some sleeper picks for the weekend. You know what I mean? They'll get some whistle.
Or you can fade me. I don't care. Just sign up for the damn app. Take your free money. Let's get the show on the road, you know?
Oh, thank you so much,
man,
dude.
thank
I love
you for
it.
having me,
I
man.
love
Appreciate
it.
it.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, thank you very
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Hey, Big Minty, let's go.
Yeah, let's give a round of applause for Minty.
You're kidding me. The man with the biggest ass on the planet.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, man.
Got a banana in your gift basket.
Oh, boys. We did it. We got 7 minutes left.
Hey. We make it?
You killed it.
Almost.
There's no more what's for lunch. We already got those up here.
Curtain call?
So there's no more what's for lunch today because it's not lunch. It's
Curtain call.
dinner time. What's that?
A curtain call.
I don't have a curtain call.
This.
Curtain call
Fred's.
for college, but for this. Curtain call for Fred's. What you got?
We got one coming to the stage.
Come up here. You want to come up here?
Coming to the main stage on Friday. Oh, he's not coming up.
I guess that's it. We have curtain. My curtain call is Fred's for letting us do this.
Unanimous?
I think it's a unanimous curtain
Unanimous
call.
Fred's.
Unanimous because
Thank you, Fred's.
this has been awesome. Thank y'all so much for coming because this is like I expected there to be 10 people, maybe max, in the crowd. And this is, I mean, ideally, this would be every home weekend. Hopefully they like what we've done. Hopefully that we've created an atmosphere a little bit, even on the first day on 55-degree weather. And this is something that we want to grow and grow and grow, and the team's going to be good, and the team's going to continue to be good. Hopefully they make a deep run into the postseason, and we do this. And hopefully by the playoffs and postseason in the summer when it's hot and it's spicy and we got alcohol in our systems, we got this whole thing popping.
Build out.
Popping.
What?
We got the show. We got the boys on the altar. On the altar. On the altar.
On the altar.
On the altar.
Jeez,
on the dais.
Relax.
On the dais, like Coach like to say, on the
dais.
stage.
We have breaking news.
We have
the
breaking
boys
news.
have video of Paul Maneri.
Yes,
no, we
let's
don't.
go.
They were fired up on the big screen.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Wow, is he still in here?
Kramer.
I think he's
Kramer.
Kramer,
Thank
well
you,
done.
Kramer.
Well done.
Thank you, Kramer.
Yeah.
Can we put it on the big screen?
I think we're getting the video.
Oh, no.
So,
Is this going to be live?
absolutely.
Is this on YouTube? Coach,
Yes.
can we do this?
Yes.
Is Coach not going to talk to me anymore? It's on you. It's your fault.
No. He was cool with it.
He was cool with it? Okay. Okay, this is
Look at the reverse.
Hey, the quick
feet.
The coach, we need DBs.
He still got it. You saw his hands. You saw his hands on the thing. Oh, this is great.
That's the
well
curtain
done.
call.
Thank you, Kramer. Thank you so much. I mean, we got 5 minutes. You got an interview in there. You're big time. You don't hang out with me. It's fine. You want to come on for 5 minutes? Come on for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes. We'll go a little longer.
Oh, yeah, Kramer, one more?
We got one more.
Call.
We got curtain. Here's a curtain call.
It's a curtain call.
Oh, Antoine too. Come on. I didn't even see you.
Bring him up here. Bring him
Come
up
on.
here.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Thank you, dude. Yeah.
It's universal.
And Joey, come on here. Come on here. Best long toss I've ever seen in my life. Get on. You're over it. You're over it. Yeah, we don't need to be long. What are you drinking? A little what's going on there? Your little, what is that called?
Screwdriver, yeah.
Screwdriver. That's
Screwdriver.
what I
It
was.
said cruise driver for
That's
the
the
day.
word.
Famous.
That's the word I was looking for.
Does this even work?
Hello?
It's where you don't. It's not gonna be on
It
here.
works.
It's-
Oh, we're good,
live.
we're good.
He can
It
hear you.
works.
Producer can hear you.
good.
It's live.
I feel like I didn't
Mike's
hear it.
alive, boys. Mike's alive. Y'all going to the game tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'm not.
I'm going all weekend.
I didn't get tickets.
Come on, me.
Well, we were supposed to. I thought we had an engagement party tonight. We have an engagement party tomorrow night, but I'm going to the game tomorrow. Me and Allie. Allie's in there. Maybe you can convince Allie to
I
go.
got 2 extra tickets.
Allie, we have 2 extra tickets. You want to go? She said yeah. She said thumbs up.
2 extras.
We got thumbs up. We're going.
Let's do it.
Give me your opening day. I talked to him on Wednesday about his opening day. Sorry, give me your opening days. Give me like an opening day memory that you have.
Well, it wasn't opening day, but it was my first start opening weekend.
Okay.
My freshman year. And I didn't find out from coach that I was starting. I had no idea. I didn't play the
Typical.
Yeah, I didn't play Friday or Saturday. And we were at home against Grambling. And my mom, who's here now, obviously, of all
Kim
people.
Mulkey, I heard it says it's your mom. I've heard that before.
Is Kim Mulkey your mom?
She is.
I've
I
heard
don't know
that.
if it's been announced.
I don't know.
Mondo's my brother.
Nobody knows that, I don't think.
Mondo
Is that-
Mondo's
And
my brother.
Mondo is his brother. I don't know if anybody knows that.
But
Mondo's his brother. Kim Mulkey is Kramer's mom.
correct. But my mother, actually, of all people, said, hey, you're starting tomorrow. I heard it on TV during the broadcast. Freaking out, panic attack. And I get to the field, and coach, hey, calls me to the office, you're going to start. And I go in there, and it ends up being one of my better games of my career.
Because you weren't ready, because you just said, fuck it, I got to go do it.
I wasn't ready at all.
Yeah, right.
So I was like, all right, well, let's go do it. I made a play that got on SportsCenter top 10, and then I was like, well, this college baseball thing's easy. And then the next 2 years, I don't think I got another hit, and maybe hit an average of 100 for 2 straight years in my freshman and sophomore year.
And you got smoked in the nose.
Got
that was senior. Was that senior year?
Junior year. That was junior year. I was okay then. Got
Okay.
smoked in the
In
mouth.
the lip.
In the lip, that's what it was.
For the
All
camera.
fake
He did that
teeth.
for the
All
camera,
fake
dude.
Yeah,
teeth
just
now.
for the
Hey,
camera.
You and Joey Burrow.
He did that for the camera.
Just for the camera. You want some TV time? I know how it works. It's
And-
okay.
He
And
wanted
free
veneers
veneers.
anyway. He told me that. He told me that like a week before. He wanted fake teeth anyway.
Yeah, we had it all planned out. Got me a bunch of followers on Instagram. Got a
There
bunch
you
of
go.
girls. Got a bunch of girls that come
Yeah, a
after me.
little glow up.
Yeah, but no, I got the only good thing about it, I got fake teeth out of it. So
That's good. That's what I'm saying. Glow up.
It's all good. But yeah, after my first game, I was,
deal.
First NIL deal.
after my first game, I was like, yeah, this college baseball thing's not gonna be so bad. And then it was just that fell off Mount Everest. After
You
that.
got baseball has a it's a little fickle bitch, huh? It brings you right back down to earth every single
Absolutely,
time.
But no, coach stuck with me, and I wouldn't trade my time here for anything. You
Were
know that.
y'all here when he was on
I
stage?
wasn't. I was walking in as he was walking out, and I told him, I was like, I know damn well this isn't your first time here, Karen. Karen, you got to be honest. I know this isn't Coach's first time here. Because Coach used to always want to hear the stories. He won't tell you. I can tell you
no
this
doubt.
now. He's retired. Coach loved hearing stories.
Oh, he loves them. He still loves them.
He loves the stories of us.
He still loves
And
them.
after I left, he was like, how many girls did you date in college, Cameron? Come on, how many girls did you date?
He still likes
Oh,
them.
he loves it.
He still wants to know.
Coach is so much cooler than anybody ever would realize.
Yeah, I know.
So cool.
I was like, Coach, if you just acted like this on TV, like
oh my God.
people would love it. It'd be great.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, I didn't know he was like that for about 3 years. I was terrified every day.
I know. I
going
remember
to-
you used to
Oh,
talk
it's
to me about
It
it.
was horrible. I was terrified of him.
He's not as bad as you think.
No,
he
he's
is.
great.
Yeah, he's great.
He's a great dude. I love him.
He's great. Tawny, you got the little old school. I like that.
My older brother actually made this hat, but then the brand went under. He called it Parade Grounds, but he shut the brand down.
Oh,
so
damn.
actually there was some.
Let's bring it back.
He didn't get the.
That's like one of one,
He
dude.
didn't get the license to like put LSU stuff on it. So
he got in trouble?
Yeah, he got in trouble, and he was like, I'm not going through that whole process to do the shit. So he was just like, fuck it, I'm just ending the brand right here.
Here's a legitimate.
I got some good shit out of it.
Here's a I mean, you got it. You can rock it now.
Yeah,
You can't get in trouble.
No.
You didn't buy it, right? You sold it. You got it to for free.
Yeah.
Here's a real question though. So what are they telling y'all? And so I'm a free agent. I'm technically unemployed. So nobody's telling me anything. What are they telling y'all about the season?
Well, I was told about a month or two ago that I was going to Big League Camp on February 20th, which is like 2 days from now.
Yeah, that's not happening.
It's not happening. So that was all I've been told. And I have no idea what's going to happen.
So you don't even know when you have to go?
I don't know. I'm just here.
We're in the same boat.
Training. I have no idea
At least you have a team.
I have a team, but I don't know if – I mean, for me, I was going to spring training hoping to make a team.
Right.
I finished up in the playoffs last year with the big squad, and then now I have no idea what's going on.
No clue.
And everybody has a different story. It's brutal for you for one reason. It's brutal for me.
It's brutal for a bunch of different people,
and it's brutal for everybody for a million different reasons.
Brutal for Correa, who's supposed to sign a big free agent deal, but now he's not going to sign it right now because of the season. Now the season's going to start quick, and now he's not going to be able to sign a multi-year deal. It's a lot of things going on.
Nobody knows what's going to happen. You got billionaires fighting millionaires, and then you have...
And telling us it's the millionaire's fault.
Yes.
But then I'll tell you this, there's more thousandaires than millionaires in big leagues.
Correct. So it's obviously I'm biased, but I'm pro player. And
I hope so.
Obviously.
I hope so. If you're not, you probably get in trouble in the clubhouse.
I don't think what the players is asking for is too ridiculous. So let's get it figured out and let's get baseball back because
there's got to be compromise.
It's got to be
both ways. And I think they said they're gonna meet every day for the next week. So we'll see.
But
I don't know.
It's for guys that are fringe big leaguers right now, I'm making $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a team where I can make $50,000 a month. So let's get this figured out.
Let's go.
It's not going to be good for anybody if it doesn't get figured out soon. So let's get it figured out and let's get back on the field. Is my view.
I'm with you. For you,
I'm leaving March 2nd, so I got a date.
But for you, it's been weird though because you've had COVID, so you got drafted, played half a season, then didn't have a season.
Yeah,
and then had a base.
This will be my fourth season, and I've played one full season of baseball.
How crazy is that?
That's wild.
Does that count against time against?
Yeah.
None of that.
It counts as age.
After this year, I'm Rule 5.
He's a Rule 5 guy. He's played 1 year.
What a year.
You
want that to count.
That's good that it counts. Yeah, that's another thing. I was Rule 5 eligible finally on December 6th. The Rule 5 draft was happening. We went on the lockout December 2nd. So
no Rule 5 draft.
So no Rule 5 draft for the first time in however many years. And I was looking for, you don't know if you're going to get taken, but you want a chance.
No doubt.
Now it doesn't even happen.
Everybody buys a ticket, dude. It's a lottery.
So it's
give yourself a shot.
COVID, now this, how many punches you got to take, but you got to keep going, bro. It's all part of the story.
You got to keep grinding,
It's
man.
all part
It'll
of the story.
work out.
You
stay around long enough, you trick them long enough, you get in a good spot, no doubt.
Same shit that happened in college. People said transfer, don't do it.
Yep.
You didn't play for the first 2 years. Stick it out, man. Good things happen, So it's kind of my viewpoint on it now.
No doubt. I know I kept y'all 10 minutes instead of 5
you're
minutes.
Good, bro. I'm gonna
go. No, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna end the show and then we'll go out. We'll just cut it out.
Perfect.
Appreciate y'all for coming.
I get a little freestyle. I like this mic. If y'all want a little freestyle, I could go right now.
Hit it.
What's that?
Jack Harlow.
I get a little freestyle going right now.
Yeah, you kind of look a little. You have a little Jack Harlow vibe right now. I do love the kicks though.
Oh yeah.
I do like those.
Oh, yeah.
Can you zoom in on that thing?
I can do
No,
that.
we got
How
like.
long have you got a leg hold?
We got a lot of action.
Hold on.
Okay, we're out. No zooming in. Oh, we zooming. You're zooming. You're zooming on this.
Oh yeah, there we go. We got it.
There we go.
Yeah,
Look at those things. Look at those things.
I used to play in these, Not
I know. I used to see it all the time.
But I played in the ones.
Yeah.
These were my favorite cleats that I played in.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet they're comfortable.
Yeah, they're the most comfortable ones for sure.
I bet.
That seems terrible.
You and him.
Yeah.
No,
if you fell off your toe,
these were honestly the best. Yeah.
I get shin splints if I don't have some Dr. Scholl's in there.
All right, we're gonna end this thing. This has been 2 hours. It's been fun. Hour and 55 minutes. We started a little late. It's okay. We had some. Hey, we're on the road. We're traveling. We're doing things. We had to figure some stuff out. Thank everybody for making this happen. Thank you, Freds, for allowing us to do this. Shout out to Freds. Round of applause for Freds.
Shout out to people.
Shout out to the people at Freds. Shout out to the people that put it together. Shout out to our producer. Shout out to our light and audio crew here. What's the name of it? Shout out to Sounds Good for getting us sounding good. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me use your Wi-Fi. Thank you for all that. Thank you for our sponsors. Thank you to Heineken. Thank you for Doze. Thank you to Sterling Automotive. This is Miked Up. We're out. Hopefully we'll be here next Friday at Fred's again live, bringing more people in here. You've been listening to, watching Miked Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive.
Shout out Sterling. Tigers by 1,000,000. Let's go.
Thank y'all.